Okay, we're now live. I think it's a full grid today. Supposed to be a full grid. Lobby will launch at 8:47. So we got 5 minutes. Oh. Well. Oh my god. Hello to anybody watching. We are just waiting for 8:47, the precise time Scott Harris has given us to start the lobby. Hopefully, I think I found an issue, the issue, in the last couple of streams. I had other things downloading in the background. Like last time, I think it was FIFA was doing an update, and I set everything up to prioritise like downloads. So it's obviously ruined my my stream quality, which I didn't realise till the other day when I was downloading a game, and while trying to play another game, it was laggy as anything. So hopefully that'll be fixed, and just make sure with the stream, sometimes it doesn't default to 720, it defaults to 360 as mine just did. So change your YouTube, hopefully, to 720 if it's not already on it. It should give you a better quality, and then hopefully when we get into the actual game, and people are driving around zoom, it will be good.
Hello everyone, I'm here as well. Just had a little debate in the league.
That's good, right, on Discord?
Yeah, in the communal chat.
Magwad. It's a communal chat. Here it is. Yeah, see, everyone's got so many different opinions on it, but it's just annoying. From my point of view, I just feel like it affects the championship too much. Alright, everyone's ready to go in this. So it looks like we're going to get underway a minute before. So that's all good. Okay. Here we go. How about you there?
Yes, still here.
Okay, cool. Hello everybody and welcome to round 6 of the Rapid Pixel Racing GP1 calendar. We're at the Hungarian Grand Prix today. I'm your host DXT Nevo, and with me is the beautiful DXT Hobo. How are you, my friend?
I'm very well. Hello to everyone there. How are you, Alex?
Yeah, I'm all good. Hello to everybody in the chat. Hopefully more people will join later on. So...
Oh, I was just about to get ready to go down. But we're not in Mexico.
Yeah, I know, it's not Mexico. It's the GP2 calendar. We'll have to save it for next time.
Okay, cool.
We'll save that for next time. I'm pretty Mexico's next, so we'll wait. Let's have a quick look-see at the standings. So, currently, in the driver's standings, leading the way is Johnny Stokes on 75 points, closely followed by RPR Chubb in second place on 74 points. As the stream starts, you can see it is raining for qualifying.
Oh, it's heavy rain as well.
Yeah,
and in Hungary, of all places.
That is savage.
Although, what I will say, the beauty of having a free session quali is that it could dry up. So obviously, we've got 17 drivers today, as you can see on the side. So 2 drivers are going out of the session. We know that guaranteed. So the top 15, it could dry up by the second and third session. So you never know. This could end up being good. But
exactly.
For the time being, this is going to be separate the men from the boys.
Exactly. If anyone in the stream that's got access to the weather, if you could let us know what it's looking like, if it's going to dry up or if it's going to stay wet, that information would be much appreciated. Right, anyway, carrying on with the standing. So yes, we have Johnny Stokes in first, RPR Chubb in second. Third place we have Moyland on 56 points.
Moyland, by the way.
Yeah, evening Moyland in the chat. Fourth we have Avi on 55 points. Fifth we have Scott Harris on 49 points. Sixth we have Al Jadifa on 48 points. Seventh place we have McDutchface on 35 points. Eighth we have Erez Hammers Rassi on 26 points. Ninth place we have Wumax on 14 points. 10th place we have Motti Peretz on 10 points. 11th we have El Stefano on 6 points. 12th place we have Lewis Williams on 5 points. 13th place we have Robson Racer on 4 points. And 14th place we have IRS Bonesma on 2 points. And then joint 15th we have Booker Bronco, Neles, Hudsojo, Carl Frood, Speedy number 25 and Sinful, all on 0 points respectively. So some close pointage actually here. First and second are separated by 1 point. Then we've got third and fourth separated by 1 point. Fifth and sixth separated by 1 point. So we've got a few little battles here, and it just takes one decent kind of finish from someone to be right back up there. So it's looking quite a close championship, at least for the top 6 so far. On to the constructors. Leading away currently we have the McLaren team on 110 points. Second place we have Mercedes on 81 points. Third place we have Red Bull on 77 points. Fourth place we have Aston Martin on 74 points. Fifth place we have Alpine on 62 points. Sixth place we have AlphaTauri on 48 points. Seventh place we have Romeo. Mate, every time I read it, it's just Romeo. Every time. Alfa Romeo on 25 points. 8th place with Ferrari on 24 points. 9th place we have Williams on 9 points. And bringing up the rear we have Haas on 0 points. So Hudsojo and Booker Bronco, you need to get your fingers out. Get some points on the board. So that's the tables. Moylan's telling us about the weather. It's rain, then rain, then rain, and then the race, more rain. So
brilliant.
What he's saying is there's a chance that it could get sunny. There's a chance.
It is Code Masters, you never know.
Yeah, well, you're telling me that there's a chance, right? Right, anyway, so it looks like we've got Johnny Stokes on a hot lap currently.
At the moment, the first one is actually James Owl 90.
James Owl 90.
In the Haas car there. He's currently set at purple sector 1. I'm just on board in a minute, and there's a lot of water on the track. A lot
it
of
is. You can see all the puddles
it's full
around
wet,
there.
you can see on his car. It reminds me of a race that didn't happen last week.
Yeah.
Or 2 days
like
ago.
Yesterday, mate. That was the biggest farce I've ever seen in Formula 1 history, man. Like, I just don't get... I can understand from their point of view, right? They have a rule, and it's like, oh, if they go out for 2 laps, then then they can classify. What I don't get is it's 2 laps or under 75% of the race. That's a big difference. That's not just, I mean, for half points. It should be you need to do 50% of the race. Yeah, 50% of the race to be able to get half points. That should be a minimum. It shouldn't be, oh, do 2 laps. What's 2 laps? It should be like, what? I don't know. It literally should be no points. I think that's ridiculous. Dumbest thing ever. That was so poorly handled. But, there you go. Hopefully, I think they're looking at changing the rules after that race. But, I mean, I guess it's a rare scenario, right? The last time they had a big issue was it 1998?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, so I know we're talking a long time, like 13 years ago, but still, you have to be prepared for these situations. And how they can put a rule in where it's like, oh, if you do 2 laps or, you know, up to 75%, it's half points. That just makes no sense whatsoever. Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh well. Anyway, we move on. So James Al set a 130.3, Johnny Stokes a 130.6, Al Jadifa 133.4. We're on board with Hud Sojo now. Robson Racer goes across the line to do a 134.717. Chubb does a 132.4. So the problem with this is, the earlier on you're out is probably going to be your best lap unless it starts drying out, which we understand is not going to happen. So these people need to get as Carl Frood gets a 139.0. So these guys need to get some decent laps in now, because it's just going to get worse and worse. Hud Sojo 136.3. McDutchface 143. McDutchface always does these. I swear he just does like a really slow lap as like a banker and then tries to improve. We see it. I think we've seen it every single race. Every single race we've done it.
Last week it did come a cropper.
Yeah. That is a problem.
151.
Yeah, 151 from Lewis.
So back to Spa. Do you know what? The facts. There should be another rule in that says the race has got to reach a certain point before half points are earned, and it's got to be a full race conditions. Like, they were under a safety car. What could you do on a safety car?
Yeah.
Like, nothing. It's just everyone stays unless you spin off track, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Did you see
to earn half points is a bit ridiculous.
Oh no, it's mental. Did you see like Michael Massey? Like, I was watching his interview and he goes, oh, you know, where we all saw it from. Lots of teams saw it from like the weather people that they're involved with, and there was a little gap where it could possibly maybe start to dry up, so they say a certain amount underneath the safety car, and then it kept raining. I was just like, dumbest thing I've ever heard. Just dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, all the drivers are like, it's worse.
It's like, even in the quali as well.
Yeah.
Like, Vettel was in, again, I didn't like Vettel. I like him more and more now. Every week I'm liking him more and more. But he's saying to his race engineer, this should not go ahead. This quali session should not go ahead.
Yeah.
Red flag it. Literally a minute later, Norris goes up the goes up a Rouge, hits the wall, and that could have killed him. Let's be honest, could have killed him.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's so dangerous. I mean, on other tracks it wouldn't have been as bad, but like Spa is so dangerous. Mainly for Eau Rouge, it's such a dangerous turn. Like, we saw what happened, you know, like last year or the year before, whenever it was.
What happened last week or last month in the Women's, and that was dry.
Yeah, exactly. It's just such a dangerous corner, and trying to do it in the wet. They're aquaplaning all over the place, and then just send them out for 2 laps under the safety car just so they can do a classification is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, back on board quickly. Let's have a look. Johnny Stokes has a 129.2 to get himself into first position. James Al's still going out there now on another hot lap. Who else has done a lap? Scott Harris got himself into 4th. Moylan's in 3rd. Erez is 7th. His teammate Avi is in 8th. Hud Sojo is in 10th. McDutchface has improved to 136, but I think McDutchface is going to go out to have a few laps, so he's probably got quite a lot of fuel on board. Bosma now coming through Sector 1. Let's check up on his sector times when he crosses. See what he might be able to do. 32.2. Okay, didn't set up anything on the times there, so not looking too promising, but so much time here. Everyone's got over 9 minutes left. Plenty of time, and I mean, only 2 people are going to miss out. Oh, as Bosma goes really, really deep at that chicane there. Really deep. Now, it's still bugging me, because I remember James Al, and I don't know if I remember James Al from VFL, or if I remember him from Tierney.
No idea, mate.
I feel like
I wasn't in your league, I don't think.
no. The thing is, he's on my friends list, so it's from something, and I just can't remember what it's from. I feel like it might be from VFL. It's either from VFL or a Tierney. I can't remember what. I think it. I want to say VFL actually. I want to feel VFL. But anyway, I'm not going to say any more about that. So nice to see extra people coming in though. That is always good and always welcome. Bosma crosses the line. Does a 134.2 even after. I mean, he did go really, really deep, so it probably might not have cost him as much time as maybe we thought. But geez, a 134 getting himself up into 10th, even with that lap. Plenty more time in it for Bosma then. And looks like we had someone move up there. Avi moves up to 6th on a 130.7. Al Jadifa in 7th on a 131.0. Decent lap time there. Who else we got? We've got 3 Sync coming out as well. Well, 3 Sync just coming across.
The wet track.
Yeah, I mean we've got 3 Sync here actually on a set of intermediates, so let's see what he can do. Crossing the line, does a 135.0. So you know what, on a set of intermediates, that's not too bad. And I'm wondering now,
Yeah,
are
they
more
are starting
people?
to come out. Lewis is out on intermediates as well.
Yeah.
So is Carl.
Yeah. Let's see what Womax has gone out. He's on a set of wet still. He is coming around though to start his hot lap. Not going to dive in. No, not diving into the pits. So definitely going to commit to this wet tyre lap. Let's jump on board here with Womax. And let's see what he can do around Hungary. He's coming down the main straight. Down into turn 1. Early on the brakes. Nice and easy through turn 1 there. Late on the throttle. Keeping it nice and steady. That was quite nice. Down into turn 2 here. Oh, really, really late, really deep, nice and wide. Luckily, this corner is actually kind of forgiving. It's quite a wide corner. So, would have cost him a bit of time, yes, but not as much as it would have on some other parts of the track. This is coming up to turn 4 now. This really quick left-hander, which literally turns into one of the slowest corners when it's in the wet. Coming around the old death curb, turn 5. And looks someone's got getting out of the way, which is really nice. James out there getting out of the way, sticking to the inside, coming through. Oh, that's it. Is that going to invalidate? It didn't invalidate. I thought he took way too much curve there.
Slow though.
Yeah, it did cost him a lot of time, but usually that place is brutal for corner cuts. But navigated the chicane well there. Here he comes now. Through the final sector. This one is so fast and flowing in the dry and in the wet. It's just, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of this track in general, but in the dry, this if you nail that bit, it's quite rewarding. But in the wet, that bit is just tragic. And if you mess up one of the corners, you've literally ruined the whole sector. So Womax coming around now, currently on 124. So coming around the last corner, easy as you like. On the throttle, quite a quick one to the line here. 133.2, listens to 11th position there for Womax. So there's a lot more time for Womax. He probably could have got into the, I want to say, he probably lost a good 2.5, 2 seconds on that lap, I reckon. We've got some of the things he was doing. Got Avi on another lap as well. Who's the furthest round? We've got, so Scotty Harris is coming around to start, and then his teammate Bosma is actually on the lap. So Bosma is going to be the next to cross the line. Let's see what he can do. Looking like it's going to be around a 130, 131. Let's have a look. Oh no, but a lot slower than that. Did he slow down? He was like much quicker. 133 there, so a second up. So listen to 12th. But that is about it. Who else have we got coming down now? Balfrey's on an outlap.
Chubb, is Chubb on a lap? Chubb's
3 Syncs invalidated.
Yeah. Oh, Chubb's got the wing damage, yeah. No win.
Yeah, Chubb's currently down. But that's not ideal. Scotty's set a purple sector 1 so far, so let's stay on board with Scotty here, let's see what he can do. Could be quite a nice lap here from Scotty.
Oh, Avi invalidates in the last sector.
Oh, that is brutal.
Oh, unfortunate.
Got it nice and easy through the second sector here. Nice and easy, but looking pretty steady. It's not looking too slow. It's looking pretty good in these conditions. So we could see. Oh, Johnny Stokes, 128.8. I didn't see him set that.
That's going to improve. He does 9 tenths, up to 10th place, so slight improvement there.
Nice, nice. Still think there's a bit of time probably there for Womax, judging by the lap that we were on board with him. Here comes Scotty Harris now, accelerating to the final corner. Round the final corner, could be quite a nice little lap time here. Let's see what he's going to do.
26,
27,
than the wets.
28, 28.5 and does. Gets himself over in the first position. 128.5. Yeah, these intermediates definitely look like the tire to be on.
Look at the grid at the moment. Let's see, top 5, all intermediates now.
Yeah.
Moylan's, is the race going to be a wet race as well, or is it going to be a dry? Are we going to get a dry race? Fingers crossed on a dry race.
Well, he said more rain for the race as well.
Oh god, more rain. I just saw more rain and more rain. I didn't see the race bit. I forgot.
Yeah, rain, then rain, and then the race, more rain.
So these guys have got to be careful on these, obviously on these tyres. They've got to treat them like normal sets off, so they don't want to wear them down too much.
Well, yeah, I mean,
now out on track, setting his first time.
Just currently on board with Carl Frood. Let's see what sort of time he can do. Can he knock himself up a little bit? He does improve by 2.5 seconds, but it's still not enough to lift him up. He's done a 135.2, needs a 134.7 to gain at least one position there. Lewis now coming around the final corner. What's he going to be setting here? 131.5. It's not nice lap time from Lewis there. 131.545. Gets himself into 10th position, so out of the drop zone. The people that are suffering currently, Neles and Carl Frood, both need a better time. So Nellis is out there on his out lap. Yeah, Johnny Stokes 127.9. Nice lap time from him. Who else we got? Scotty Harris. Oh, it looks like Scott Harris is he currently up? Let's see what he's going to do. 127.8. So him and Johnny there just swinging at each other for this time here, but definitely shows that the track is actually getting quicker and these intermediates are looking rather tasty. We've got James Owl now. He's currently sitting in third out on a set of intermediates.
So hold your breath for a second, because Moyland has to set 2 purple sectors, 1 and 2. He's coming around sector 3 now.
Okay.
Approaching the first hairpin, slow and steady, keeping that car basically straight. And now that was very nice there. No wheel spin, keeping it close to the curbs because we're in the final corner now. Full on the throttle, no wheel spin again.
Let's have a look. A 126.9. Lovely lap time.
Nearly a full second faster than Scotty Harris.
And James Owl's pretty much like a second. He was 1.2 seconds up on his time when I was on board with him. So let's see what James Owl can do now. Just running down to the line here. 127.6. So gets himself up into second position. Nice lap time from James there. Chubb's out as well.
But no. Too far down. Yeah, he's much too far down.
So
4 seconds. He's going to go again anyway.
Yeah, everyone needs to go again. Neles needs to get a good time on the board here. Hasn't set a time. Currently in the drop zone. Going to be missing out on Q2 if he doesn't get a good lap time in here. Same for Carl. So we'll have to stay on board with Carl and Neles. But Neles going to be across the line first. Sets a purple second sector apparently. I remember Neles being relatively quick from last race. So let's see what he's going to do. Coming around the penultimate corner now. Well, really wide on the exit, but it means he can get in the power a little bit earlier maybe. Down into the last corner. Or it's... Here we go.
It's slightly wide again, but it's not too
28,
bad. He's still on the
29. He needs a 131.4 to beat. 131.1 gets him. So well, actually no, he needed a 133.3. So easily got himself there out of the drop zone. So now it's down to Hud Sojo and Carl Frood. Hud Sojo actually currently up on his time here. And Bones
definitely pushing a lot more. He goes slightly wide on the exit.
126.3 from Moyland. And Johnny Stokes has done a 127.2 and Chubb's done a 127.5. So was that a McDutch face just nipping up there to 127.6? It was indeed.
Much better from him.
Yeah, the track's getting a lot quicker now, and these intermediates are really starting to find some grip. Scott Harris is currently improving as well. But the main people that we need to watch here, Bosma is kind of under threat here. Sitting on 15th on a 133.3, we've got Hud Sojo, who's currently 1.3 seconds up on his time. If his split time is going to tell me right.
31 goes 14, so it's not
nice.
Safe yet.
Carl, not quite safe. Hud Sojo could be about to get himself out of the drop zone as well. So now then it'll be Woomax, and Woomax is in the pits. If Hud Sojo beats him here, Woomax will be out of the session. Hud Sojo, he only manages to get 16th. So now it's Bosma. It's down to Bosma now, currently sitting 17th.
Slightly up on his time, but he has made a bit of a mistake. He made a mistake earlier in this race.
So he only needs to find. Running a little bit wide there. Again. Didn't invalidate though, so he's still got some to come. What's he going to do? He keeps going really wide there. Yeah, might be pushing a little bit too much in these conditions. Has he got enough in him to better a 132.3?
That was a better corner there, but he's got full throttle now.
Here we go.
Race
Comes out 30. He does a 1:30.6. So Womax and Hud Sojo are the ones to be knocked out here. Carl Frood sneaking in. Last minute as well. I think that was his last lap. Carl Frood made it out on there. And Womax
at the
was.
Moment, he's actually a full second up, so he's going to try. He's going to cross the line again. I'm not too
May
sure.
as well. Why not?
Point, but
I mean, you never know that you're safe, right? When you see you there and you see there's people behind you still going out. I mean, I guess you've always got to think, could I come a cropper? But here he comes now, around the final corner.
A bit wide on the entrance, I mean, he's exits a bit.
See what he's got. A 1:30.3, so it does improve up to 13th position there. So he did have probably enough to. Well, he got through anyway, but so had someone else beating him. I think he had enough there. Definitely had enough to get himself.
Bozeman there.
Yeah, Bozeman, very close, very lucky. There, just scraping through. But you know what? You only need to make top 15. That's all you need, and he's managed to do it. So, onwards and upwards to Q2. So some nice lap times there.
There was some good lap times.
Very close up top as well.
25 from Stokes. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it just proved how much quicker the track was getting though. Towards the end, especially on those intermediates when they kind of rub it in a little bit.
Yeah, cool. So obviously this could affect the next sessions because if the rain stays as is and gets lighter and lighter, we could see a chance of soft tyres. You never know.
Well, it's a weird thing with the game because it can still be raining on your screen, but if the track's not technically wet, you still go out on softs. And like I think you, me, and Jake had a race where it was raining at the start.
I think it was either Singapore or it was Japan. It was one of the two.
Yeah, I think it was one of them, and it was raining, and we were
Asian countries.
Yeah, and we were out on softs the whole time, and mediums. It was really weird. So Bozeman there.
I think it was Singapore because it was very hot.
Yeah, it might have been Singapore actually. So Bozeman actually has a 5th-place grid penalty. So even though he snuck in here, he needs a really good qualifying. Otherwise, he will be at the back of the grid. So let's hope his Q2 is a lot better. He did have a collision. I think it might have been with 3Sync earlier on.
Very interesting.
Don't quite know the severity of it. Probably an absolute BS penalty, as they all are.
Yeah, they pretty much are.
So unfortunate for Bozeman, but needs to get his fingers out now and crack on. And it's still raining.
It looks a bit lighter. Obviously, it's going to be the same situation. There's going to be no cars on track for the next few minutes. So the rain and the track itself is going to be feeling worse before it gets better. It looks like it's not wet enough for a red flag. Whoa. As we see James again being the first one to leave the pit lane.
Fair enough. Well, yeah.
The intermediates, but looks like it does. So yeah, the track is slightly drying. Or slightly drier than the Q1 anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So I think obviously a lot of people in these sort of conditions, you just fuel up, put a set of tyres on and just go for a few laps. So we'll probably see everyone going out. I can see quite a few people going out for quite a long amount of time. Just putting some laps in, draining the fuel, see if they can improve. Then coming in for a nice little last attempt, probably just do 2 sets of tyres. So James out there straight away. Plenty of space in front of him, plenty of space behind him. Nothing to worry about at all. Apart from the wet track, obviously.
Definitely.
So as we wait for James, pretty much everyone's out bar 4 people. Oh, Bozeman. What has happened to him? He's crashed out. Who's behind him? It's 3Sync. See if I can get by him quick enough. He's crashed out just after the chicane. So he's obviously got onto the curb there. That is unfortunate. Yeah. Really unfortunate there.
It looked like he was struggling with that earlier on in the session.
Yeah.
A little bit of
yeah. He's gone wide and then spun it up and hit the wall. So Bozeman is out, and that's a 5th-place grid penalty as well from Q1. So just as we were saying, he needed something special. He's gone and smashed into the wall, and now he's going to be starting last. But yeah, not the end of the world.
It did mean good special.
Yeah, something special. Not Harvey Price.
You can't.
What do you mean I can't say that?
Look, anyway, on to
cut
James
that
out.
Cut that out. No, it's fine. So on board with James out, coming through sector 2 now. Just gone through turn 5. We've got turn 6 and 7 here. Whoop, whoop, little chicane. Lovely.
Nicely.
Turn 8. So this is the tricky sector here. Turn 8, 9, and 10. And then 11. Coming down to turn 12. Purple sector 2 there for James.
Yeah, he's doing it quite nicely as well. His lines are perfect. He's getting on the braking lines early. He's meeting the apexes.
Yeah, looking pretty good so far.
A little bit, but then again, you can't be with this game. You can't be on the apex as much because
that's the thing.
Spin is strong.
The curbs are so naughty. I mean, that corner's quite fairly forgiving. There's quite a few lines actually where you can kind of go through a few things there. 126.2, so good time straight off the bat. And then is that Lewis behind him? It is Lewis behind him. He's on an outlap though. So now let's jump on board. I think it's McDutchface. McDutchface here. Let's see what Dutchface can do. Crosses the line. 126.4, so very close there. And now we've got 3 sync. We've got a few cars behind him. Actually, we've got 3 sync, and then we've got Al Jadifa and Carl Frood by the looks of things following him up. So 3 sync crosses the line. 129 flat. Carl Frood is the first of the AlphaTauris here. Let's see what he does. 130, and then Al Jadifa 128.7. And then we've got Rob, 128.8. Moylan with a 125.6. So Moylan slapping down his big testes right there, 125.6.
Les crosses the line and sets a 127.9. Goes up into 4th place.
Nice, decent time there.
Moylan's top 125. That's a good time.
Lewis is invalidated. That's unfortunate. Avi there up into 4th now, 127.2. Who else we got? Anyone else coming round? No.
James possibly coming in. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's slowing down, so he's coming in.
Yeah. Alright, we'll jump on board with Erez then. Erez is coming round just about, well, halfway through Sector 1. Come back to start Sector 2 here.
But I do think Dutchface is pushing again, because he's currently... Oh, no, has he gone down this time?
Purple Sector 1 there from Erez. Whether these... I mean, they were bugged last time in the last game, so they're probably still bugged here, but coming round turn 5.
We've got a spinner, it looks like, in Sector 2.
I don't know. I think that was one of the AlphaTauris, wasn't it?
Yep, I believe so.
So still on board with Erez.
3 sync is up. He's about to cross the line again, so he's going to have another go on these tyres.
Yeah.
So obviously, if the race is raining, they will be starting on these. So he's done 2 laps on those.
Go 128.8 there. So just about 2 tenths quicker, or just under 2 tenths quicker. If at 128.0. Here we go, and I think, is that Moylan crossing the line again? Or is that Lewis? I think it was Moylan.
Lewis is just, Lewis has just went a bit wide there.
So, Erez now crossing the line, a 128.0, so he gets himself up into 7th position just behind Al Jadifa. Decent time from Erez, 8 tenths behind his teammate. So now we've got, I think...
spin from James there.
From James.
Yeah, just exiting the flow.
Well, he's got a few people coming up behind, but gets out of the way really well there, so nicely done by James. Spun around and moved off of the racing line. Still got one more car behind him, he's going to stop so he doesn't interfere with the corner.
Yeah, well done.
So well played. Yeah.
Who else we got on a lap? So we got Johnny Stokes is on his out lap. But it's telling me that he's in... Oh, there you go, Sticks now. It was telling me he was in a Red Bull then. That was really weird.
Who?
Johnny Stokes.
Oh. Definitely is not.
A Red Bull going round. I was like, oh, that
ain't right. Yeah. So here we have Scotty now starting his fast lap. Let's jump on board with Scotty here. Around turn 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this little... almost loses it there. And I'm pretty sure now this is turn... I don't think that... Does that little kink after turn 1 count as a turn? I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure... I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure turn 2 is that... And then we've got turn 3, this one here. Now turn 4 is just quick left-hander, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, it's a good question. It kinks more than...
Oh, he's gone off.
Austria.
Yeah, it does, but I don't actually think it counts as a turn here.
No, I don't think it does. So Johnny Stokes.
Let's have a little look, see.
Pole was up to 1, 29 seconds to get round there. Behind Scotty. So his teammate ahead of him, so maybe he can get a bit of a slipstream coming down the final straight and not be hindered by it when he goes through the flow. Takes the chicane nicely. Bit of a collection lag there from him.
Yeah, no, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. I'm currently on board with Johnny Stokes.
I was going to say, okay, sorry, we're both the same boat. At least I wasn't that.
That was James as well off the track there, by the looks of things.
Another purple for Johnny Stokes.
Yeah, it's looking quite a good lap time for Johnny. Oh, and it's Lewis. Give us a wave, Lou. Give us a wave.
Lewis, give us a wave.
Lewis, woo. So Johnny Stokes now coming around turn 13, and now final turn 14 here. Oh, I thought he went in a bit too hot there, but managed to control it really nicely. Gets on the power, and here we go. 1:25.7, so nice lap time there. Now, who else we got out? Anyone else jumping up? Ain't still. Robson Racer and an outlap, Carl Frood. Okay. Carl's coming through sector 2, so.
Racer spun.
Oh, unlucky Rob. Oh, he's an outlap, so it doesn't matter too much, I suppose. So here we go now. Down to turn 12. Oh, really deep. Runs really wide. Doesn't invalidate him though. Still can do it. Turn 13 here. And then here we go up to turn 14. Oh, he's almost lost it.
Kicked. Definitely kicked then.
Yeah, he did not. His car did not like that. And here he comes. Run down to the line. Gonna be. I mean, he's still improved.
Yeah, he lost 4 tenths.
Yeah. I mean, he lost quite a bit of time in that lap. I mean, he went really, really wide and then went off. Went really deep.
Behind him, Scotty Harris is 4 seconds up, so this could be a good time from him.
Yeah, let's see what he can do.
Get the last corner slightly wrong there, but
there you go.
Like
it's not going to be first. 1:26.3 moves him up to 5th position though. Looking quite nice for Scotty. So, what are you thinking now for? We're looking for top 10. What do you reckon the cut-off point's going to be? I reckon you need a 1:27.2.
To be definitely safe, or that'd be the 10th player?
Yeah, no, just to be safe. So to be 10th, to be safe. Okay. What sort of time do you reckon is needed?
1:27.4. Like, what's his on for? We've got a lot of quick drivers here, but we have got the majority of the top 10 are in, like, you'd expect to be there, are there. Like I say, there's no shockers like, you got Moylan down there in 10th or something, or 11th or so, or something.
Yeah. I think
much change.
I just think there's still a bit more time in there for a few people, and I think a 1:20. I was going to go with 1:27.2, but I think that might actually be too much. No. Well, no, I'm going to stick with my 1:27.2, but I actually kind of feel like the 10th place person might be like could be like a Neles sort of 1:27.9. I feel like that, but I think I'm going to go for 1:27.2, and we'll see what happens. See what the cut-off point's going to be. So we've got Johnny Stokes actually further around the track, coming through,
goes 11th,
coming up to turn 13. Oh, everyone's going really well, actually that wasn't too bad, but people are really struggling around turn 13, the second to last corner there. Turn 14 here, I thought Johnny got on the grass a little bit, but he didn't. Coming round now.
Very slightly faster.
For 25, doesn't improve, 1:25.6, so 2 tenths down there.
Yeah, Johnny Stokes around again, and he went literally 13 thousandths faster, so not enough to move him anywhere.
That's it. So here we go now. Chubb, let's see what he's got. Currently sitting in third with a 1:25.7, and obviously this is just the top 10 shootout. So I'm going to tell you now, I reckon the top 7 are safe. I feel like the top 7 are safe anyway, and it's maybe the bottom 3, 8th, 9th, and 10th, which could struggle possibly. But let's see what Chubb's going to do. He's just going to that's invalidation there around turn 4. That was a filthy cut. That was filthy. Oh, James out. Oh, goes off onto the grass, but keeps it out of the wall. So no damage there from James, luckily. Oh, Scott is, every time I'm switching, people are having a little moments. So Scotty having a little moment there. Lost a bit of time now. He's currently 300ths down. Let's stay on board with him. See what I still think Scott's safe. I don't think Scott has to worry too much. He's got the shit connection now. Wait.
It says the TP link, so this seems to drop. I'm not too sure what it is.
Is he got anything blocking him? 126. Okay, so LGD for Erez. Okay, let's jump on board with Erez here. Erez needs to improve. And he could do with a slightly big improvement here. Needs to make sure he's not the one who's holding up that last position. Currently sitting like 3.5 tenths up apparently, so let's see what he's got. Coming through turn 13. On the power, run up to turn 14. Gets it in there. Sweeps out wide, doesn't come back in for the apex. Gets on the power a little bit earlier though because he's got that wider line and does a 1:27.6. Lifts himself up to 8th position there. So I actually, you know what, I think he could be quite safe there. I said a 1:27.2, but now there's like just under 2 minutes left. I'm starting to feel like that Neller's time 1:27.9 could be the one to beat. But let's wait and see. Al Jadifa now starting his hot lap. You need an invite. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, the invite's coming. Hang on. Yeah, we need some elevator music. There you go. So, now, back on board with Al Jadifa. Oh, I thought he was about to lose the back end there. As he comes around turn 6 and turn 7. Here we go. Up we go, turns 8. This is the tricky bit here, turn 8, 9. And then the little, this is not technically a proper corner I suppose. Turn 10. Turn 11. That's out. Oh, that's going to invalidate. Oh no, he kept it off the track there long enough so it wouldn't invalidate him there. Nicely played from Al Jadifa. And I reckon, DRS enabled.
DRS, and also Moylan is on the softs.
Is he?
So he will make the most of this.
Oh, okay. That's the magic little phrase that everyone waits to see. Oh, and Al Jadifa's backed out. Okay, he's going to go again. Knowing that DRS is enabled, it's probably a smart thing. He can have intermediates on. The track's still quite wet, but he's got DRS now. Al Jadifa, sitting in 11th position, needs this now. Same with Neles, and this is completely changed. Maybe a 1:27.2 could be the cut-off now. Error's a 1:27.1. Let's have a look now. Let's jump on board with Moylan. Let's see what he's got on these soft tyres. Oh, 2 tenths up there.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of these guys haven't had the time to put the softs on.
No. Oh, Moylan looking a bit slippery, like a snake. Right, here we go, down into turn 2. Actually not looking too bad. I mean, Moylan's he's got some good car control, obviously, so.
Well, so we definitely know we're saying bye to Neles. So, at the moment in danger, we have Erez and Rob. Rob, Lewis.
That's it. Rob pipped him. I was saying, Rob pipped him and Lewis pipped Neles as well. So, that 1:27.9 is a cut-off point, but he didn't do a fast enough 9 so far. Let's see what anyone else can do. Currently on board with Moylan, sitting in first position currently, but switch to those soft tyres. Oh, looks like there's an accident up ahead. I think it might just be a car going slow. I tell you what, these slicks aren't looking too bad. Oh, he is out as well. That's right, coming through here actually, through turn 12. We should see Lewis on the right-hand side there. I've seen him there before, deja vu, but this time he's actually donked something off of his car. So here we go, let's see what Moylan's going to come up with. Coming round the turn 14, the final corner. It's been quite a tidy lap actually. Moylan, it's really pretty alright for the slicks. We could see a dry Q3 1:21.8. Smashes those times out of the park there. So the soft tyres are the ones to be on. And Neles and Al Jadifa invalidated his last lap. So didn't have a chance there. So the people we are losing, well, Lewis technically, because he crashed out, won't make it into Q3 unless it resets, but it doesn't, so we're going to have 9 for the top 9 shootout.
Won't make it into Q3?
Lewis, because he crashed out.
Surely he'll be into Q3 still.
Well, technically he'd go through, but he won't be able to qualify, will he? Doesn't it still count new cars being DNF'd?
I don't know actually.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it still classes you as being out. Out. I'm not out.
I'll be amazed if it does that, because obviously that's quite realistic. But it's also fascinating with Moylan, because obviously these are the tyres he had to start the race on. So if we do have a dry race, he has now got softs on. Although the other guys will have the option of the inters, so obviously of the dry tyre. They won't have to start on inters if it's a dry race.
No, that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if he done it to see what it was going to be like in those conditions, or if he just done it just in case. I don't know really. I mean, he's only done like 2 laps, right? So it's not going to be the end of the world. Not going to be in the world. So anyway, here we have the top 10. We've got Moylan, Johnny Stokes, Chubb, James Owl, Scotty Harris, McDutchface, Avi, Erez and Rob. The top 9 will be going through to the top 9 shootout because 10th place Lewis Williams crashed out. We lose Neles, Al Jadifa, Threesink and Carl Frood and Bonesma there from the knockout point.
Yeah, you are right. So I was actually quite surprised about that. I said that's actually quite because normally you'd expect obviously it's just a game.
It resets, right? It resets. Yeah,
you accept it to be reset.
There are certain points of realism here.
That is good. I like that from the game. Well done, Codemasters.
Well, unlucky for Lewis, but well done, Codemasters. Yeah. So the top 9 shootout we have. Let's get the old lap data on. We can leave telemetry off. Sack it. So Johnny Stokes, Scott Harris, Rob Sim, Racer, Moyland, and McDutchface, Erez, Chubb, Avi, and James Owl. And who's this coming out now? Looks like it's Scotty Harris. It is Scotty Harris. Looking nice and dry on the track now, though, so we should start seeing some nice, fancy times. And here we go, as ever present, James Owl has gone out first. So we've got James Owl, then Scotty following him out.
He's very good at that, isn't he? Coming out very very quickly.
He just has his tyres done and goes out straight away, doesn't he? And he was further down the pit lane than Scott, so everyone out on his slicks.
We'll have a dry session.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's going to be a race though. Obviously, it could change. You never know. Weather could change.
Well, yeah, it could do. It could do. I kind of want to see a dry race. I don't know actually. It differs because this track can be pretty boring because it's a bit of a DRS train track. So a dry race can sometimes be a bit boring. Was that Scotty there spinning around?
Ooh,
I think he caught it. He caught it. Yeah, nicely caught there. But at least in the wet, there might be just adds a little bit of extra spice to these races. But a little bit of a I thought Scott was about to say goodbye qualifying there. Held on to it though. I thought he was about to go make love to the barriers, but
very close.
Yeah, very, very close.
He's going to have some brown trousers in that
100%. 100%. He's going to be a smelling deuce straight up his nostrils. So here we go. Actually, just stay on board with Scott here for a lap. So on the rundown now, has a car coming out the pits? Is that car going to get out of the way? All right, Erez. That's kind of compromised Scotty a little bit through turn 1. Not too much, but a little bit. And here we go now into turn 2. Nice tight line here, early on the power. Turn 3, nice and quick now, finally, and we got turn 4. Is he going to keep the pedal to the metal? No, little let off. Nicely round though, and through turn 5, death curb. Beautiful, nicely manoeuvred there. Turn 6 and 7's, little dirty chicane. No one likes it. Here we go. Ooh, a little bit wobbly, but kept it good. Turn 7, turn 8. Oh, sorry, turn 8, turn 9, turn 10 here. Little jink to the left. Turn 11. Coming down now on the run down. Purple sector for Scotty. Turn 12 here. Nice and quick. Round to turn 13 is long left. We go quick early upshift. Coming through turn 14 now. James Owl does a 1:15.0. And Scotty Harris is about to do a 1:14.9 there. So provisional pole for Scotty Harris so far. Decent lap. Still some more time from Scotty. Wasn't ideal. Oh, and then Chubb comes along and goes, calm down, boys. 1:14.7. Who else we got out there? Rob now. Rob's about to come across the line. Let's see what he's got.
Look, he might have been hindered a little bit by some back
on the out lappers, but he's going to be a 1:17.0 there. Moylan now. Let's actually jump on board in Moylan. That's a purple sector 1. It's looking pretty tasty so far from Moyland. Keeps it off the death curb, coming down on the run down to turn 6 now. Little chicane,
a very slow time there.
7.
31.
Turn 8. Yeah, probably a little banker. Probably messed up and just thought he'd cruise round. Oh, that's going to surely. How did that not invalidate? That hasn't invalidated Moylan there, but here he comes around. Turn 11. Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it, is he? Oh, you lucky goose. Here he comes out. Scotty Harris gives him a little wave. And he's not safe yet, Moyland. No. Not safe yet.
Dutchface had gone for a good time there.
Alright, you're safe now, Moyland.
Dutchface had a really good time, and he lost it coming out of the last corner. And Avi gets the 5-place grid penalty for a collision.
Rob, yeah, with a collision with Avi. So Rob there, currently sitting 5th, and that was a 5 grid penalty. So, I mean, if anything, it helps Lewis. Lewis won't be 10th. So who else is out now? Johnny Stokes now coming through turn 13, turn 14 here.
What's giving it?
Let's see what Johnny's got. Here he comes. 1:14.6 there, so it takes provisional pole from Chubb. Nice time from Johnny. Named after something most blokes keep in their wallet. Well played, my friend. Here comes Erez starting his lap now. Let's go on board.
Rob's got wing damage there for the collision.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah. Right, Erez now through turn 2. Turn 3. Let's see how Erez is on the lap. Let's see what he's got through this turn 4. Nice little let off. Didn't want to risk that. Nice and steady. Turn 5 death curb. Coming up to the turn 6, 7 chicane. Here he comes now. That was nicely navigated from Erez actually. Rather nice. Through turn 8. This is a tricky bit now. Got to get all these corners linked up. Otherwise you're going to just lose a bucket load of time. They're looking quite nice. Here we go. Turn 11 now on the run down to turn 12. Purple sector 2 for Erez here. I still think that's bugged, but we'll call it out anyway. Here we go, turn 13.
It's his first lap, isn't it?
Yeah, bugged. Yeah. So here we go. Turn 14 now, around the last corner. What's he got in him? Driving down to the line now, 1:14, 1:15, 1:15, 7. There we go, up to 5th position there from Erez. Tidy little lap from Erez. Still a bit more time in him, but fairly tidy. And it looks like we have James coming out of the pits again.
Yeah,
nice, in there.
What I would like to see from co-masters is seeing what the fastest sectors are. No, from the pole sitter.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
See his time broken down, so you know what you're comparing it to then.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Here we go. So Chubb getting ready to start his second lap. Sorry, just behind Scotty Harris. These two guys, they would go toe to toe in more ways than one. They could see their mistakes. They could see what each other's lines are. Well, I think what each other's lines are. Chubb's got the best look on Scotty there. Scotty will cross the line first as he will start his second run.
I'm going to go broadcast for this one of Scotty. Nice little run down to turn 1. DRS wide open. Nicely taken there from Scotty Harris. On the run down to turn 2 now. Oh, it felt like it took ages to come around there.
Yeah, Chubb did very well as well, just behind him.
It'd be interesting to see actually. Maybe it'd be nice to see if we notice like Chubb catching up with Scotty or like Scotty pulling away.
Well, you read out your second time as you go past, and I can tell you mine.
26.674. Oh, Scotty's invalidated.
26.685. It's very close.
Oh, so it's a bit short, but yeah, Scotty's now invalidated here, so he's going to come probably straight back into the pits. So let's jump on board with Chubb here, coming through 6 and 7. That's quite a nice little shot actually. Ground floor camera.
Very nice. Nice taken as well from on board.
Oh, Chubb's invalidated.
Oh, he's done the same.
Oh, you guys. Anyway, on board with Avi then.
Hey there, you guys.
Hey, you guys. So, Avi is just coming down to turn 2 now. Not invalidated yet. So, it's still looking good. Through turn 3.
First lap, 1:32. Something went horribly wrong, so we'll work out where.
Yeah. Currently 2 tenths up. Yeah, 2 tenths up. So I don't think it was his first sector. I think Erez messed up in either I think it was the second sector he had a big, because I think he backed off for the third. I think so. Let's have a look. We'll find out through the split times. See what he's got.
The flow is a difficult part of the track. If you do get it wrong, it does throw you off the whole rest of the
it's pretty brutal. So here we go. He's about to cross the sector line. And 11 seconds, 11.8 seconds up. So yeah, sector 2 is where he definitely had his massive off. So looking like 11 seconds. Okay, that's still not a solid lap. So he's going to need to find, but obviously his third sector was a lot slower. So he's going to be on, probably looking to be about maybe 15-ish seconds quicker. Let's see what he does. 1:14.7 up to second, 18.1 seconds quicker than his last lap there. Really nice lap time from Avi. So Johnny Stokes 1:14.6 currently on provisional pole. Out again is currently up on his time as well by 0.02 of a second there. So who's going to come across the line? We've got
Robson Racer.
We've got Robson Racer. Yeah, let's jump aboard with Rob, see what he can do.
One more corner to navigate. Does it fairly nicely on the power.
Lovely there from Rob. And does improve, but not enough to lift him. So now let's jump back on board there. I think, is that Chubb? And Chubb, provisional pole 114.5 there, but does have an extra lap on those tyres, but I think he's played his hand now.
Yes, he can.
He does 114.3 there from Moyland. Nice time from Moyland. So who are we looking at? Looks like McDutch Face is about to come. No, it's Johnny Stokes.
Jumps him.
What's he got on him? No, 114.4. Oh wait, no, he's starting his lap now. That was an out lap.
No, he just done it. He just
done it. So, oh yes, 114.4. So that was it. I wish this was more. Wish it would tell you more. Yeah, it's kind of crap how it keeps going. So Scott Harris on his out lap now. We've got James Owl in the pit. Erez is on a lap.
I actually would like as well, actually. Like, do you know, like, where we've got the pit out lap, all that kind of stuff? If they had just put in, you know, colours, a coloured block, so you can tell if they're up or down in their sectors. That way you know.
Yeah, that's like normal. If when it goes green, or you know what I mean, like, well, I mean, obviously, technically the track will go green, yellow, purple. Even if on their timesheet, I mean, it doesn't even need to.
That's what I mean, yeah. Sorry, on the timesheet. So like, we're looking now, so we're on board with say Erez, and you can see Moyland, although Johnny Stokes has crashed, and it might have affected Erez a little bit there. That was a quick reaction. He's definitely got another brown trousers moment there. So someone call the dry cleaners from Mercedes, please.
That's it. I'm pretty sure Bottas does that actually. I think Bottas.
Every race.
Yeah, I think he cleans the
nappies now.
Yeah. Cleans the toilets and people's crappy race outfits. No hate to Bottas, obviously.
Someone about to cross the line, I think.
So that was a nice line there through turn 14. So Erez now coming across the line, does improve, but doesn't lift him up a place at all. And James now on an out lap, plenty of time. So this actually, I tell you what, we'll wait for James and we'll jump on board with him here.
Unfortunately for him. Dutch Face is coming round sector 2 now. Let's have a look what his sector time will be as he crosses the sector line now. 5 temps up.
Okay.
So this could be a big improvement for him.
Right, I'm jumping aboard with James Owl now. This is going to be one of the not going to be many laps after this. I don't think most people are on a lap now. So let's see what James Owl's got. Currently 115.0 sees him down in 6th place. Wasn't the tidiest turn 1.
Dutch Face now, but across the line. Can he improve?
Goes to 5th.
And he does. 5th place, 140.8.
Decent time from McDutch Face there. So let's keep on board with the sector times.
Scotty's not going to make it.
You know, no, he's
not going to make it.
Brutal.
That'll be the end of his session there.
James currently down through sector 1. Just over a 10th down. So let's see what he's got now. He's got the middle and last sector still to catch up, and plenty of time to be had here. Coming through the chicane at 6 and 7. Through turns 8, if he nails this bit, 114.2. He's just flexing on everybody right now.
It is.
Let's see if he can actually have a clean race like last time.
Oh,
screwed himself over. Oh no, it's got. Yeah, he stayed wide there, so he didn't invalidate. James Owl currently, everyone's just staying wide, close to that wall, so they don't get an invalidation there. So we could see James Owl actually pipping Scotty here with this time. Let's see what he's got. That was quite wide, but it's quite a forgiving corner. Probably got on the power a little bit earlier. Turn 14, that is really wide, but again, on the power earlier maybe. No, just a bit scruffy through the end, and he backed off. Didn't want it, yeah. Okay, so backed off there, and pretty much.
I think that's it.
That is it. That is it. So, the pole sitter, we have Moyland with a 114.2. Second place, we have Johnny Stokes on a 114.4. Third place, we have Chubb on a 114.5. Fourth, Avi on a 114.7. Fifth, we have McDutch Face on a 114.8. Sixth, we have Scott Harris on a 114.9. Seventh, we have James Owl on a 115.0. Erez in 8th on a 115.5. And 9th, we have Rob on 115.8. Who was it who had the 5-place grid penalty, though?
It was. I don't know.
I can't remember. Someone does. Somebody has one.
Was it Erez?
No, it was
Rob Sim Racer.
Well, yeah, it was Rob, wasn't he? Because then, he was in the barrier when we switched to him. So Rob, going to be jumping down a little bit. But we'll get free choice of tyres, right?
No, he won't. He qualified on these because he still got in the top 10. He won't be.
No, but he qualified in intermediates, didn't he?
Oh, yes, true. Sorry, yes, true. Unless it's obviously we don't know what the session's going to be like. See, Moylan did say originally it was rain. It could be a rain in the because technically it's the next day, so it could be rain again.
We'll have to wait and see. Kel's surprise.
At the moment, all we know is that Moylan's on softs, everyone else is chosen intermediates, but again, we don't know what the race is going to be like. It could be a hinder for Moylan if it is a dry race, because everyone will have the option of going into mediums, and I'm sure they will.
Well, I don't know because I mean everyone looks relatively similar pace currently. We don't know how much more anyone's got, but if he's going to be starting on the softs if it's dry, right? Because he qualified on them anyway. So we could see people thinking, "Oh, you know what, sack
He's
it.
dry.
We'll go to mediums."
Moylan lied to us. Dry. How dare you, Moylan?
Moylan said he's going to try
I'll
his
try
best to
my
not keep
best not
spinning.
to keep spinning.
Yeah, please, Moylan, because you kind of ruin the fun for everybody.
Yeah, and
It's
you
kind of
lied to
selfish.
us.
Yeah, it's
You
kind of
lied to us,
selfish.
Moylan. How
That's
dare
it.
you?
And you lied to us about the rain, man. Like that's low.
Just
That's low.
noticed as well that his logo is the F1
It's a
logo
snake.
you get.
No, yeah, it's the F1 logo, the little fake Kappa one, isn't it?
Yeah. He's a snake.
Snake. I'm a
Taking Kappa.
snake.
I'm a little snake at night. Living in the garden, catching me a mouse. So, obviously we do know Moylan now will be on the soft tyres.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what everyone else picks because they will have the free choice. They won't be forced to start on inters. Which
Well,
would be
that's
funny,
it.
not gonna lie.
I
Very
think
funny.
I think the at least the top. I think at least the top 6 to 8 will be on softs.
No, I think it'll be a complete mix. I think with mediums, a bit of medium majority.
I think.
Here it is.
Oh,
Right, look at
blimey!
that.
Look how many people have gone for mediums here.
Say medium majority, mate. So this is going to be
Wow,
interesting
no
because
other softs either.
no,
I thought
everyone's
I
chosen
didn't think the
mediums.
rest would want to lose that much time because
Other than
Moylan could
two.
really pull away here, and I'm pretty sure the undercut round is really strong. So if Moylan comes in for a set of obviously goes for soft and medium, and pulls away, if he can pull away on those softs, he can get a nice gap here.
Hold on, he has got to be very careful now. He's got to make sure this this formation lap isn't too fast because he
Doesn't want to overheat.
ideally,
Yeah.
ideally he needs to be there quick because he wants the other guys to have cold tyres because obviously they take a longer to sync up. But if Johnny Stokes decides I'm not going to follow Moylan, I'm going to do my own thing, and Moylan's left sitting on the grid, then obviously his tyres can go freezing cold. So
But don't you?
really
You
good
can't drop too far back though, can you?
I think you can. Well, the rules technically not, but obviously I don't think that rule plays out in this.
Wouldn't surprise me. Nothing really plays out in this game, does it?
Strategy: a soft, medium, or a medium hard. For Moyland, it's a soft hard or a soft, medium. So yeah, there you go. So it's potentially.
I think Moylan can do the soft, medium. I reckon you should do soft, medium, Moyland. Take it from me. Do it. Unless obviously safety cars change the aspect of the race, but go for soft, medium. I reckon you got this. I reckon the amount how much quicker you'll be on the softs will counteract that pit stop time. But we'll have a look at your gap.
It's a fairly quick formation lap, so this could help out because obviously it wouldn't leave much time for guys to get their tyres up to temp.
Well, yeah, no, it needed to be quite a quick one, really. With everyone on those medium and hard tyres.
It's strange that he isn't. They don't give you the optimal racing start, do they? They put you on the outside here, which I would prefer to be on the inside.
Yeah, it's not that ideal. Not that ideal. Let's try and get a better camera angle. It's not giving me one. It might change when the lights go, though. I want to get the drag down.
Bosma in 17.
Here comes Bosma. He's going to be one to watch, actually. Bosma will be one to watch.
Did Carl get a bit unstuck there? Like he's coming through the pack.
Who?
Like he had a bit of a spin. Sorry, Carl Fritsch.
What is possible?
Carl Freud. What was his name? I can't say his name. Freud.
Oh, it's giving me a proper... Alright, come on. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Moylan looks to get off actually quite well there. In fact, he did. Moylan's going to be leading down into turn 1 here, but Johnny Stokes and Chubb are fighting it out. Chubb around the outside here. He's going to get the run down. No, has been nicely, gently forced off. Well, not forced off, but just forced to the outside there by Johnny. And Avi there, still in 4th. McDutchface going up the inside of James Owl. Erez now as well. Oh, Erez and Neles side by side here. 3 sinks get Neles now. They're pretty much, oh wow, they're so close back to back here. I thought they were going to try and go 2 or 3 wide into turn 4, but they decided better of it. It's looking pretty close. Is anyone? James Owl there. I thought he was having a little look-see. Look how close they all are coming through here.
What James Owl and Scotty have done here is very clever because obviously they've put on the hard tyres.
Yeah.
This track's hard to overtake. Like you said earlier, it's DRS train. So these guys can happily get pulled along by the medium runners, and they can keep their tyres for longer.
Oh yeah, of course. So they can literally just go really, really deep. Yeah, 100%.
Needs to break John. And if he nearly is, actually nearly a second away already.
He just needs to get that second in the next lap, and it's very possible.
So the timing board has screwed up. It says that Avi's 1 lap down.
Yeah. The only problem with the softs around here is they just don't last that long. So Moylan's just got to get a run on, just get it going really. Literally abuse those softs, kill them, come in, and I still reckon he should go soft, medium. Or soft, medium, soft.
I'm saying Avi's a lap down though. I'm not too sure what's going
on mine, yeah, I don't know why.
Sorry, we have a spinner at the back.
Oh, that's James.
No, it's
Hud Sojo. I forgot Hud Sojo. Yeah, I forgot about Hud Sojo. My bad. So Hud Sojo there in the Haas.
A mistake probably from Chubb there, calls in Johnny Stokes to get past him. Johnny Stokes up into second place.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a spinner again. Is that another spinner?
Looks like Rob. Rob looks like he was struggling there.
I think it was FreeSync.
Oh yeah, FreeSync's down as well, but it looks like maybe FreeSync coming back on or something caused Rob to be a bit evasive maybe. And here's Avi. What's happened to Avi here? Avi's just dropped down to 7th position.
I'm not too sure.
Everyone's so close now. Like one spin in, and then they happen so quickly. So I tell you what though, Moylan is not dropping Johnny at all. Johnny's finding some really nice pace on those medium tyres. He is.
And now Dutch Face is a lap down.
Yeah. 118 there, dead from Johnny Stokes. New fastest lap of the race. Really caught up with Moylan there. Moylan needs to get a move on and really pull away on these softs. Needs to make the most of them, or he needs to dump them. Yeah, 100% it is. Whoever's in 4th place is a lap down. And Moylan's lost it. Oh no!
Moylan's.
That's it. He's come out of turn 1 and then got on the power too early, and he's lost his wing. This lap is going to be the longest lap of the Hungary Grand Prix he'll probably ever race in his life. Now he's literally going to be at the back.
As I said, we just cut back to a message earlier. I'll try my best not to keep spinning today.
I mean,
3 laps
but
in.
Did he technically spin, or did he just, you know, just kind of turn slightly aggressively towards the barrier? Was it a spin?
Definitely had a some sort of incident there. Moylan now dropping down, as you can see, like a rock.
Yeah, he will be. So Chubb there. So Johnny Stokes now in the lead. Chubb actually keeping Johnny pretty honest actually. The gap, I wish he would tell me. I'm going to say the gap's probably around.
Oh, Carl's lost it.
A second maybe.
Carl's lost it. I need a new wing as well.
Oh yeah, missing his front right end plate there. Unfortunate.
It was off track, so shouldn't have too much issue there. It looks like the time board has sorted itself out, and we are back to what it is now. So Dutch Face 3 seconds behind his competitor there. He can't really help out his teammate much as you would like.
So Chubb just out of the DRS zone currently. From Johnny. Dutch Face got James Al. Oh, James Al's lost it! Coming through turn 3. Oh, and I think he's got away with that. He's alright. Well, the only thing I would say is that rear wing damage on, because if it is, his rear wing should be absolutely battered right about now. Because he slammed straight into the back of that, but looks like he's okay. Slightly hot tyres, but he looks like he's okay. Yeah, not ideal. That's a shame. He was doing pretty well actually, James. But this is the thing that we were saying last race as well. How easy it is to lose traction on this game and just spin up. It's so many people we see doing it, and it happens almost multiple people. I mean, we've seen it a few times. You've seen Moylan do it. We've just seen James do it. We probably missed a couple as well. Like, that's just so easy to do on this game.
There you go. And as you said, that Rob spun as well.
Yeah,
spun,
yeah.
No damage though. It's like it's just like you said, just got on the curb and just spun.
And is that the same corner that we've seen Rob do like every single? No, this is the one.
Hud Sojo spun us again, so he's done another spin up. A Haas car there.
Everyone. Oh no, Moylan's done it. Oh, Hud Sojo spun again. Yeah, I was on board with Moylan, but the camera, and I just saw Hud Sojo spin right in front of me. Although his wing still looks okay. How is he getting away with this, man? Every time he just clips his wheels instead. His wing's like, nah, man. We haven't got the funds for this. So Hud Sojo letting Carl go by the looks of things.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Carl Sojo, good awareness there.
Yeah.
So 5 laps in the race. There's already been some massive changes to this little standings here. And it's got to say, Scotty is doing fantastic in 5th place right
now.
now.
Yeah, on those hard tyres as well, up to 4th place. Obviously, gained some of them just by obviously like Moylan spinning out. But so what has Moylan done? Moylan's put on the medium set of tyres, and he's got to make his way through the field now.
It's got a lot. He's not too bad. He's whereabouts is he on track?
I mean, honestly, unless there's a safety car, it's going to be very, very hard for him around here.
Yeah, he's right at the back now. So.
Yeah. Oh, he almost lost it again. Go Moyland. Maybe we should stop talking about him.
Yeah, his teammate is kind of got like a little train going, so if he just holds up a little bit, you know. Obviously, it's a long way to go. He had to do a whole lap with no wing and then come into the pits. As Avi's coming to the pits now. Seems like a bit early, so there must be some sort of wing damage there for Avi. So the Avi train has ended.
That's it. So yeah, Lewis now up into 7th. Really nice from Lewis there, being up in 7th position. Nelly's up in 6th. Really close behind Erez actually. And is he going to try and... Nelly's and Erez there coming through turn 2. Nelly's on the outside, but he's going to have the inside line. Oh no, he's not. He's behind him now. Didn't have the inside line for turn 3. Is he going to try and go up on the run for turn 4? I think he's a bit too far away after backing out of it. So he's going to have to wait and see.
That was a very good defensive line from Erez. He had a lot more grip and managed to use that to his advantage there.
Yeah, that was nice. We'll have to wait and see. I think obviously it's quite a short track round here. Next thing you know, you'll be coming down the straight again. So coming through turn 8 now, Nelly's behind Erez. He's going to be eyeing him up. But Lewis is keeping up with him as well. We're kind of bringing Lewis along for the ride here. Any little slip up from these two and Lewis will be capitalising straight away. Oh no, as I say that, Nelly's has lost it. And how is everyone... Oh, reset to track. Nelly's. You're naughty. That'll be penalised.
Why is that turned on? Why is that turned on? Scotty, man, come on, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, you can turn it off. That'd just be the best option, I think.
For God's sake.
But
rookie mistake.
That was lucky because there was obviously a car coming up behind Nelly's there. So
that was very lucky.
We've got that. Let's jump back on board. So Al Jadifa actually on the back of Lewis, but James Al is on the back of Al Jadifa, and they're coming down to turn 1. But they both got DRS open, but James Al, or he has a little look, so just letting Al Jadifa know that he is there.
Bozeman as well. Bozeman.
Yeah, oh yeah. Here we go now, James Al. He just doesn't quite have the speed yet, but I mean it doesn't help that Al Jadifa's got DRS on Lewis as well. So Lewis being pretty tidy, slowly catching up with Erez.
He's got a long game here, James. He's on the hard tyres.
Yeah. Oh, sector 2. No, is that McDutch face? Oh, McDutchy face.
Be careful on the entry. He does.
He does. Doesn't look like he's got any damage though.
So it depends on floor damage.
That's it. Oh, now Lewis, he could obstruct Lewis a little bit here. Lewis has got enough of his problems with Al Jadifa behind him. Just as Lewis actually broke that 1 second mark to Al Jadifa, the Dutch face cost him about a 10th or 2 there. So Lewis is
in the pits.
Let's have a little look. Oh, there's another sector 2 yellow. I think that's just a car going slow. Is that Nelly's? It is Nelly's. Oh, Nelly's has no wing whatsoever now. So Nelly's has had another off. Looks like a similar sort of place.
Johnny's been overtaken by Chubb. So Chubb is now leading this race.
Sorry
to miss that one. That was a good move there.
So there's Chubb. I was kind of keeping an eye on it, but there's so much other stuff going on here. And there we go. Chubb now got the job done, but now it's going to kind of reverse roles. If Johnny's got the pace, he's just going to sit behind him. Slipstream and DRS is all he's going to need. And we could just see people swapping positions back and forth here. Unless Chubb's got a bit of extra pace on Johnny. We'll find that out with the gaps.
He's going to flow Chubb through the flow. Just keep an eye as well on the little train we've got behind Lewis. Or behind my Dutch face, really, because Lewis is still not able to get close enough to make a move.
Al Jadifa's got up a bit. Oh, and I'll tell you what, Johnny just had a very, very poor corner. Wow, quite a poor corner. Not as solid as he needed it to be, really.
Mistake from Al Jadifa, which caused James to make the overtake. Fantastic.
Nicely done there.
Well done,
this is the thing, there's so many people so close. One little wrong move, and you're going to lose a position. And Lewis is still behind McDutch. McDutch has kind of sorted himself out a little bit now. Got a bit more composure back. Getting his laps going. And now James Owl is on the prowl. I'm so funny. And hunting down Lewis.
Johnny Stokes not able to get close enough to Chubb. So
nice wide line through turn 14 for James. Going to try and get an extra bit of speed down this straight. But I think Lewis... Oh no, Lewis didn't get it. Lewis doesn't have DRS, but James Owl does.
I think he's too far away this time though.
Oh yeah, he is for turn 1. But for turn 2, maybe not. Let's see, DRS wide open. Lewis still doesn't have it. James out going to the inside line here and gets it done nicely. Good awareness there from Lewis. Kind of sort of saw the inevitable happening. So nice overtake from James down into turn 2. And that was unlucky from Lewis, just dropping out of that second, just when he needed it.
To their own now.
Yeah, these tyres are looking quite nice. Moylan there on a 117.8, fastest lap of the race so far on those mediums. Still down in 13th though, and still got 11 seconds or 12 seconds to get back to Ivy. So big mission on for Moylan. We'll get at the front.
Also said as well, Scotty, although he's dropping from Johnny, he's not getting caught by Erez, so he's very quick on his hard tyres. And we jump on board now.
That was the worst camera angle I've ever seen in my life.
Now, unfortunately, getting that for him. Johnny Stokes now, can he do anything on Chubb on this one? He's a lot closer than he was last lap. It's going to be a bit too close.
Yeah,
he
not
might
quite
get
close
him like
enough still.
We just saw with James on the exit of this. But he goes a bit too wide, and Chubb, look at that. Nicely done, that corner.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen this time either.
No, it's unfortunate. This is the thing, like, obviously Chubb was behind Johnny Stokes for quite a few laps and then managed to get the overtake. And that was just rolled reversed. Sitting in a DRS. Is he close enough?
DRS.
Yeah.
It's
No.
close enough, but they both got the DRS. That's the problem.
How did McDutchface get it?
I'm not too sure. Oh, he might have got it from...
was it the back marker? Okay.
Yeah. So his own teammate there, Lewis, James, has really affected him. My sound's also screwed up, because I'm on board with James, and I can't hear his car.
I can hear his car. It sounds okay. I mean, the timing board just messed up, but it's still messing up, actually.
My sound messes up, so it sounds like I'm watching Formula E.
Oh, nice.
I just hear the electric engine going.
Not far off. I'm sure these cars will be similar soon.
Yeah, won't be long. Johnny Stokes losing ground on Chubb.
Yeah, 9 tenths now.
Yeah, 9 tenths now.
But he'll probably gain all of that back down his straight from being just from the DRS. Well, he won't gain it all back, but he'll gain quite a few tenths of a second there. And there's Bosma just behind him. I'm pretty sure it's Bosma anyway. Yeah, it is Bosma. So Scotty Harris there. Erez, James and McDutchface. Let's see what's going to happen down here. James and McDutchface. James get quite a nice... took quite a tight line there, actually. I think came off a bit too tight. Didn't get a decent run down the straight, but he's still gaining because of his DRS. Not enough, though.
Lewis goes
and
defensive against Al-Jadifa.
Yeah.
Into turn 1. Carl's retired. Carl's crashed.
Oh, Carl, where's that? Oh, that's coming through turn 3, actually. So he must have lost it through turn 3. We're about to see it here. If you jump on board with Erez. Here we go, turn 3.
And Bosma's gone.
Oh, no. That's bad.
That's going to be a safety car.
Yeah. That's unlucky for Bosma. So Bosma's lost it through turn 4. That turn 4, to be fair, is like a known corner. You come through there, you lose it, you end up hitting that wall right there, where Bosma's got 3 wheels on his wagon. And that is unfortunate.
I can't see what it is. It is a safety car.
It is a safety car, yeah.
On mine, it's got yellow. I can't see anything.
I mean, this works. This actually plays into Moylan's hands quite nicely. Because Moylan, I mean, he has actually just gone past the pit, though.
He had tyre, I think. So I think he's chosen to stay out on these medium tyres. They're still fresh. They're still fairly fresh.
I think he should switch them out, though, and just go for a set of another set of... maybe another set of mediums, maybe.
Chubb's come in as well, so he'll be put in for a new set of tyres. So is Johnny Stokes. So if Moylan does choose the pit as well, he won't lose anything. He won't gain anything in the same breath. But he's too far away, I think, to gain anything anyway.
Well, this is the problem. He's too far away to gain anything, so he might as well just come out on a level playing field.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's my thinking.
Oh, interesting. Chubb and Johnny have picked different strategies here.
Yeah, Chubb's gone for a set of mediums, and Johnny gone for hards. Oh, Moylan gets a drive-through penalty.
Oh, Moyland, what are you doing, man?
Moyland! This guy turns
James
up like...
stayed out. So he moved up to third
place.
He's
on hards, though, isn't he? That's why he doesn't need to pit yet.
Lewis stayed out as well, so did Al-Jadifa. So we know Scotty's pitted. Womack has stayed out. Erez has come in, so has McDutchface put on the hard tyres. Avi looks like he's put on softs, but that was from earlier,
Moylan's
so he's staying out on those.
Let's see if this is gonna... Let's see if this is gonna force him to do his... I don't wonder if the game's bugged and it forces him to do his drive-through if it actually pits him. It should pit him. It's looking good.
It will be a pit.
So Moylan is like George Russell when it comes to qualifying, and then gets into the race, he turns into Nikita Mazepin. What's this all about, Moylan?
I would say he's George Russell in the race as well.
Nah, George Russell does alright in the race.
Can only score points if there's no race.
Nah, George, don't be dissing George, man. Don't be dissing George. Don't be doing George Day.
He's Mr. Saturday.
He is Mr. Saturday, but then in the race, He's not bad. Like he's not this.
He's not great. He's not great.
No, he does okay to be fair.
He seems to get overtaken by his teammate a lot.
No, I mean I would say he's beaten his teammate more, like a lot more.
I don't know. There's a lot of mistakes in him. There is a lot of mistakes in him. I think Norris is a better rookie, to be honest.
Now I think Norris is. I generally think they're both for the future though. I generally think like the
100%.
next few World Championships, once like Lewis is retired. I mean, and depends how like Red Bull do, but I honestly feel both of them could beat Max.
Yeah, definitely. So this back to the racing. This does help out Neles a little bit because he's obviously put on soft tyres, trying to catch up. 1 second. Hadzojo's lost it on the safety car.
Moylan's gone for a fresh set of mediums as well.
Hadzojo is effectively out of this race because he's been lapped by everyone.
Yeah.
He'll be forced to let Moylan pass and to let Nels B pass. So it's kind of unfortunate. It's happened to me before. And there you go. So 2 cars have just pitted ahead of him.
Lewis. So Lewis is coming in.
Lewis coming and Moylan's coming as well.
Why is Lewis coming in?
Oh, it's Moylan coming in.
Maybe they're going for hards. Maybe he's trying to. Maybe he's trying to. No, he comes in again. Set of hard tyres. Yeah, set of hards.
Maybe he's going for the hards to the end. Like you said, he's not going to gain anything.
Oh yeah, it's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? The interesting thing, like you said, is Chubb being on the mediums.
Moylan's put on mediums.
What? He said on hards on my screen. He said Do you reckon he tried to serve his drive-through?
I reckon so.
I reckon he thought he'd give it a go.
8-lap old mediums.
Yeah, he must have just thought he might be able to try his service drive-through.
Yeah, this has not helped him at all because he's put on his old beat. He's better off going, like I said, going to the hards. Because he's technically done all of his pit stops now. So just put on a set of hards.
This race isn't going well for Moyland. All the potential.
But I said to put on old mediums that are 8 laps old. That's a bit of a silly move to make.
Well, I think he literally tried it. I thought he had them set to mediums just in case it didn't work, and it didn't work. So now he managed to just stay out on those mediums. Service drive-through.
Ideally now, Hedge needs to go around 1 more lap for him.
No. It's in this lap. That's fine. Everyone's bunched up. It's all good.
Yeah, no,
I mean, Moyland hasn't really lost anything either.
Nah, but obviously he's put on the older tyres. So if he went around 1 more lap, he could have pitted again.
I suppose, yeah.
But it's unfortunate for Hadzojo because he can't really do anything now. The game doesn't allow you to overtake, which is a bit silly, really.
And Chubb's gone.
I would like to see him back in.
Here he goes. Chubb's gone through turns 13, coming through turn 14 now. And I tell you what, that was a decent restart from Chubb actually. That's done well. Gained quite a bit over Johnny. And then you've got James and Al Jadifa. James might be the one who's going to struggle a little bit, just because getting those hards back up to temperature takes quite a while on this game, and also you got everyone else behind him on obviously fresher tyres. Let's have a little butchers at the tyres now.
Makes a mistake into turn 1, loses 2 places.
Oh,
Moylan jumps up 1. Oh, Lewis has made a mistake there, so Lewis has dropped down 2 places.
Yeah. Got Avi that stayed out on a 7-lap old set of softs.
Oh,
Sector 2. No, it's James.
James.
Oh, and he almost took out Erez.
That was silly.
What's that?
That was very silly.
Oh my days. Erez, where is he now? Dropping down the field there. Woo!
Oh, that was a silly move from James there. He could have.
I mean, the grid. I mean, he was right on the racing line for James. Unfortunately, I don't know.
I think he was trying to spin him back round. I think he should move out the way.
Yeah.
Penalty, ignoring yellow flag. What?
What? Ignoring yellow flag?
Ignoring yellow flags?
When has that ever happened in a game? That's unfortunate for Erez there.
Did he make an overtake or something? Oh no, it was an overtake on.
Oh, but it's
James.
on like Erez or
Surely
James.
Not.
Guarantee you.
It must be an Erez or James. That's a bit silly if it's Erez.
Yeah, and Moylan's coming in. This will be to serve this drive through.
Or to retire. He's had a bit of a bad day already.
Yeah. To be fair, there is still plenty of laps left for something to happen for Moyland. Like
there is. It's happened before. We've seen it before, where look what happened with China in our different league. And we watched Ken go from last, or go from potentially first at one point, so serving a drive-through, breaking his wing.
That's it.
And then to come back and end up. I think he ended up winning the race, didn't he?
Yeah, he broke his wing and then got a drive-through and then won the race. I'm pretty sure. As Nellis gets past Rob.
Weather-wise, it looks like it's starting to cloud over, but I don't think it's.
It's looking a bit foggy, isn't it?
Rain.
Yeah, it's looking a bit foggy. Avi right on the back of Wimax. Oh no, it's another yellow. Who's that? Oh, and it's McDutchface. McDutchface is round, and he's fine to go. It looks like, I mean, again, it looks like people are struggling on those hard tyres, but oh, he almost lost it again. They're probably overheated. He's gonna have to take it easy here. Got Moylan coming up behind him as well. Moylan's probably gonna breeze past him. Let's jump back on board with Avi, because Avi was right on the back of Wimax here. Wimax on 14 lap old mediums and Avi on 8 lap old soft. So to be fair, relative tyre life, to be honest. Doesn't have DRS this time round though, but the slipstream is quite strong. He does, and let's see what he's going to try and do here. Probably try and use the traction advantage.
Ideally, he needs Aldifa to lose Wimax a little bit more, because he's still floating around that DRS range.
Yeah, I mean, if Aldifa literally, well, now there we go. He's out of that 1 second window now, unless he can catch back up before the next DRS zone. So let's see what's going to happen through here.
Oh, free sync's gone wide.
There's free sync. Oh yeah, and Lewis is Robin.
He's gone very wide on that corner.
Oh, and there goes Rob. Rob and Lewis are looking to pick up the pieces, and obviously you got Erez as well right there. Not much going to happen right here. Okay. Rob's had a great restart, by the way. He's pulling away on those medium tyres compared to Johnny. The only thing is, can Chubb pull away enough to when it gets to the end of the race? Oh, lovely there by Rob.
Move.
Oh, and there we go. Really, really wide from 3 sync, and Lewis is going to come through as well, and Erez is looking like to do the same thing. Oh, but not quite there. But then you got James as well.
On free sync's car there.
James wants a bit of. Oh, Erez! Oh, and James is into him. I don't think that caused any. No, it's okay. It was a small enough tap. Erez losing grip, and obviously James getting blocked off. But lovely overtake from Rob on 3 sync, and Lewis followed his teammate through there.
Avi and Wimax side by side as they go down.
And Avi's finally got the job done.
Turn 2, great move from Avi.
Yeah, nice move there from Avi. So the Chubb currently in the lead of the race on those medium tyres, 4 laps old. 2.5 seconds down the road, we've got Johnny on them hards.
Sorry, 1 second, Alex. The Williams boys are battling it out as they go from sector 1. They're side by side. Will Rob let him pass? Will Lewis overtake? Rob seems to hold off. Lewis backs out on that one. Rain's coming. It's rain. We have rain.
Oh, it's spitting, boys.
I told you it was getting foggy.
Yeah, it did look foggy, and now it's got darker. So this is big. Who's going to battle lighted first? Because it's not ready yet. We're probably going to say we could probably be looking at like lap 20 unless it gets really, really heavy.
Yeah, it could. I was saying, I'm just thinking like there must be a reason why drivers are on these soft tyres, because some of them are like 10 laps old, so they must know rain is coming.
Yeah.
So this could actually help out. Obviously, it could hinder Johnny Stokes, who's put on the hard tyres. Obviously, he will need to pit again. He won't get the most out of those hard tyres. Same as Free Sync and Erez and everyone else, McDutchface. But with Avi, Nils B, soft tyres coming to the end of their life. LGD for the life of his tyres as Avi makes a move past into fourth place. Great move.
Yeah, nice.
And James out as well. Pit overtaking Free Sync.
Oh, and Lewis gets Rob.
A little bit.
Lewis manages to get Rob. Team Kepler Racing, where's RPR Ford? So RPR Ford actually, I think he just mainly reserves more now. He hasn't raced since I think the last time you were here.
Yeah.
So yeah, no RPR Ford, I'm afraid. But we do have RPR Chubb, who is leading this Grand Prix currently. If that floats your boat.
Yeah, doing very well.
Yeah, that actually made a really good call there, being on his mediums. Over the hards of Johnny Stokes now.
Free Sync's struggling. I was on board with Dutchface, and Free Sync is going wide at every corner, and I think this rain's starting to affect everyone now.
Yeah.
So who's gonna blink first?
It's actually quite strange. I mean, like I said that we could be looking at like around lap 20.
Making a move. So Moylan making a move on Erez, sorry.
And James has made a move on Rob as well. So James has managed to get Rob nice, actually, just on the run down to turn 13.
Erez is going side by side. He doesn't want to give up to Moylan at all.
Oh, look at these guys.
He's coming into the pits.
Oh, Free Sync does come into pits, and Moylan got a really nice run through turn 14 there. Nice late braking, and now he's right behind McDutchface. DRS wide open. Oh, but I tell you what, Errors is looking pretty quick down this straight here. But I think they're all going to cancel each other out, and they do.
It's going to be a question of when this DRS gets deactivated, because I said the rain is coming down. You can see the cars going wider slightly. Freesink's blinked first. Intermediate tyres for Freesink. He did have a change of wing. He did have a penalty, I believe, as well to serve.
I don't think it's quite ready yet.
I don't think it is, but obviously if you've got a pit anyway for a new wing, you might as well just come in and change those tyres.
I tell you what, Scotty is right behind Johnny now, 0.5 of a second the gap.
Yeah, these two
so it looks like Johnny's struggling on them hards as well.
Like, these past teammates definitely know what each other are doing, and obviously the hard tyres are not the ones to be on.
Yeah, they're going to be so bad right now.
The harder the compounds, the worse it is in the rain, so the soft tyres will be okay.
Yeah. Scotty's got DRS wide open now. He's half a second back. Is that close enough to be able to make a move into turn 1? It's not looking like it currently, and it's not going to be, but we'll get the run down into turn 2. He should have better traction, might be able to get off turn 1 better. Decent exit there, but I don't think his car's quick enough.
For Inters, because looking at Freesink, he's losing a second pretty much every time I look over at him. He's currently 30.9 down, and as you can see, 31, 30.1, 0.2.
It's not the cut over yet.
Yeah, he's losing 10 per second.
Another couple of laps, I reckon.
He had to make the choice, obviously.
He's coming in, wasn't he? Not much else he could do. It's worth a shout, but now everybody knows it's not ready yet.
Yeah. Cool. Moyland having a little look on Dutch face. They're fighting for the wooden spoon, basically, 11th place. Moyland's had a bit of a poor race today. He's got these old mediums on, so he does. He'll have to pit at some point. He does have a little look around Dutch face. Can he get around the outside? Dutch face closes the door on him, not having that one, mate. And they go into the flow now. It's going to be very difficult for Moylands to do anything here.
Oh, but Dutch
face gets unstuck.
He does indeed, and now Moylands. Oh, did he? No, he's gone up the inside of him. They're side by side now. Oh, and then Dutch face backed out. Yeah, fair play. So a little bit snaky there from a Dutch face, gave Moyland the advantage, and Moyland grabbed at it with both hands. So Moyland up into 11th now, chasing down Rob. Let's jump back up here. Scotty Harris now, still close to Johnny Stokes, but not close enough to be able to make a move. You've got Nellis. Oh, look, here we go to the inside. I don't think there's anything Al Jadifa can do here.
No, definitely not.
Those soft tyres are probably working quite well as well.
3 lap old mediums, 9 lap old softs. Rain is getting thicker. Oh, as you can see there by Nels B's Tokyo Drift.
A bit of a squiggle
around turn 1.
But Al Jadifa was so slow out that corner, it made no difference.
He couldn't do anything now.
Yeah, couldn't get the power down. So, what else we got? Moylan's catching up with Rob now. Every corner is getting closer and closer as they're coming.
They are very close still. So you got the chasing pack, they're from 5th down, very, very close together. From 5th all the way down to really Errors in 13th. And then you've got the front runners of Chubb and Johnny Stokes.
Oh, sector 3. Oh, no, that looks like Freesink. Yeah, Freesink struggling on those inters. 50 seconds back now. And Moyland has managed to get Rob here going through turn 6 and 7. So very nice, just after.
That's nice into chicane. So you've got like the lead pack of Chubb, Johnny Stokes trying to hold on with Scotty bringing him with him. Then you've got Avi right there on his own in basically no man's land. And then it's very close, like I said, between 5th and 13th place. Because they are all within, say, 3-4 seconds of each other.
James is doing really well on these hard tyres as well. Obviously, got those 20 lap old hards on. A little bit squiggly there out of turn 14, but now DRS wide open up the inside of Womax. Job is done already. Nothing Womax could do about him. Got him so quickly. So doing well on those hards. Made the move.
Soft tyres, so he's realised his error of his ways. Put on the softs.
Yeah.
He has been lapped already, as we see Lewis spinning.
Lewis I wonder where he dropped down. Unlucky for Lewis there. Was doing nice as well.
It is getting worse.
It's getting worse. It's that kind of. It's just that really annoying bit where the track now is just greasy, but it's not ready for intermediates yet. It's still dry tyres. I mean, I think the person who's going to be struggling the most is going to be Rob and Womax on 21 lap old mediums. I mean,
they're trying to just hold it out, aren't they?
Yeah. They want to try and hold it out. I mean, the thing is, how much time you're going to lose? Sometimes it's quicker pitting in for like a set of softs, for example, rinsing them, getting loads of time, and then coming back in when it's inters. Because if you lose about 20 seconds or something like that, you've lost a pit stop anyway. Where you could have pitted in.
It's starting to get heavier though. There is yellows again.
Oh no, I think that's Rob. It was Rob. Rob's round.
Yeah, Rob.
Behind him comes Lewis, and Lewis is going to get him as well. Unlucky Rob.
Avi's coming into the pits, 15 lap old soft, so you would expect this to be inters. No, it's soft tyre, so not expecting it to get any worse. Avi's staying out.
That's it, and James now, defending against Al Jadifa. That was quite a intense cut back to the racing line there. Fair, didn't do anything dodgy, but just aggressive. Al Jadifa very close on those medium tyres to the back of James Al. But I'll tell you what, Al Jadifa 22 lap old mediums, man.
Gordon's got past Womack up in 7th place. Sorry, Alex, what you were saying?
James Al and Al Jadifa doing so well on those 22 lap old mediums. Oh no, and is that Lewis or Rob? Lewis. It's Lewis. They're look, honestly, this is team orders, I swear. This is 100% team orders.
Williams for you.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, we look bad. Okay, our car's terrible, remember?
1 sec. James Al spun again.
Oh no.
No, James, and he's got to wait as well.
Yeah.
He's got to wait.
Oh, he spun around in front of people.
No, again.
That was dangerous again.
It's errors again.
I know.
Affected by this. And Abby just flies past those. Thank you very much, James. I will take my teammate.
That's 2 questionable rejoins there.
And it's errors that's affected by both as well.
Yeah. Yeah, poor errors, man. Put in the wrong place at the wrong time twice.
Yeah, I think you should have just waited, but there we go. Can't do anything about it now. I'll keep on racing.
And Scotty now, 0.3 of a second behind Johnny.
We'll see what he puts on in a minute, but Moylan's going to have a little go at Al Jadifa. DRS is still open somehow. The rain is very strong now. But yeah, there we go. Straight past him into 4th place. He's done an absolute comeback, hasn't he?
He has. I mean, he's still. Oh, Nella's gone to the intermediates. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you what, though, you can see the track looking a lot wetter though.
Yeah, you
can see. Yeah, you can see the rain actually like properly, like it's splatting rain on the track now. The raindrops.
Oh, so is Womack's pitted. They're all pitting.
They are. Womack's intermediates.
James has put on mediums.
Interesting. Okay.
Everyone else seems to be putting on
Rob's gone for inters.
It's James on the mediums. That's a strange one to call.
Sojo
is coming in as well.
Yeah. I wonder what he's going to put on. I'll tell you who we've got coming round. We have Chubb coming round. What's Chubb doing? Chubb staying out. Johnny's staying out. Scotty here now. Scott Harris on the back of Johnny Stokes. But Johnny's car looks rapid in a straight line. Scotty can't get close to him. Even with DRS open.
From previous leagues, he does his car for straight line speed.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what though. He almost lost the back end coming out of turn 1. But Scotty's still just not quite quick enough in that straight line to capitalise there. So that is unfortunate.
Across the pit lane. Let's have a look.
No, Weemax is on the back of Lewis. We're about to see. This will be a good show here. Lewis on the mediums, 10 lap old. Weemax on the intermediates, and he's literally losing a tenth of a second every second. Every time it changes, he's lost a second in like 3 corners. So definitely the intermediates are not the tyre currently still.
In certain parts of the track, they seem to be gaining, but. No,
I mean,
not
enough. I mean, down the straight in turns 1 and 2 look quite wet, but some of the track doesn't look too shabby. It's like the first 2 sectors. The 3rd sector looks alright-ish still, not wet enough yet anyway.
No, definitely not. It's definitely not wet enough yet. It looks. It's very deceiving. It's very, very deceiving.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still surprised at how well Johnny's going on those hard tyres, to be honest. Oh, saying that though, Scotty comes drifting round there. And Scotty's in the pits. He's going to blink first. He's thinking, right, I'm going to get on these inters. He's going to undercut. But I'll tell you what, Scotty, I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do yet. We'll find out. He could have played an absolute blinder.
Yeah, he could have done. And there's Hadzoja's out. Safety car. This could save him. This could have saved Scotty.
It could have actually. Oh, he's serving his. Why is he not? What's going on here? What was that all about?
Okay.
It was just a crappy bug. That is actually that is a blinding for Scotty. That's really good.
That's really helped him because he's going to get to stay out at full speed really.
Yeah, that's it until he gets back round, which means everyone else is going to lose time. Scotty could actually.
He isn't that far away from Chubb.
No, he's not, to be honest.
They've been held up by a Delta.
Yeah.
A safety car.
Wow, yeah, Scotty actually, he's going to come out in the lead.
Moylan's serving a 5 second as well. He is. So Moylan's serving 5 seconds. He's now coming out.
And Avi, who's only recently come in, is going to have to come in again for a set of inters.
Avi stayed out.
Oh, he has, yeah. Or
I mean, Dutch face. I think these guys need to pit. You've got to make them. By the time you come out again, lads, it's going to be too wet.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a few laps under the old.
Stayed out as well.
Al-Jadifa's
put on softs.
Wow.
This is very weird calls from these teams. Very weird calls. Lewis is coming in.
Unless it's meant to be drying up soon. Team Kepler Racing, good to see the number 83 on the grid again. The original champion ran in number 83. Oh, did they really? Oh, that's nice to see that then. Obviously, this is the first season myself and Hobo have commentated, so previous champions and stuff we do not know. Here comes Chubb.
Chubb's pitted, there we go.
And Johnny's pitted as well.
Where's Scotty? Scotty might be held up by the Delta though still, so he might...
Yeah, maybe he might not.
I think he's going to get away with it still.
Intermediates. Nah, well, I don't know, because the Delta's going to hinder him down the straight. Johnny's just got in though. I think he's going to jump Johnny, but I don't think he's going to jump Chubb. Johnny's coming out now.
Johnny's putting softs.
Oh, he has as well. And I tell you what.
Is that a mistake?
So Scotty has jumped Johnny, and we'll have to look on the grip. We'll find out in a minute.
That's got to be a mistake from his engineers there. Dutch face is coming in as well. Dutch face is coming in now.
Yeah, from those
Abby's
hards.
staying out.
Yeah, Abby's got those really fresh softs on. Although, I'll tell you what though, look at the rain. It don't look that bad.
It don't, but I don't know.
It looks like it's lightened up.
It is definitely lightening up.
It's deceiving though. This game, it plays tricks with your mind. It's like David Blaine of like PlayStation games.
It is. It really is mental. But Avi,
it's looking quite wet though. To be fair, it's looking really wet.
But Erez has put on me. No, I think something's changed because Erez has put on softs as well. There's definitely two different calls going on here.
Yeah, Al-Jadifa, softs, Erez softs. Okay.
I don't know who to bet on.
Unless it's going to dry up a little bit towards the end and they're thinking get on softs, hold on and then see what happens.
Possibility. It's definitely a possibility. But it's hard to call. I said, looking at the tables, everyone's going on to the intermediates. Wumax is coming in. He's put on softs. Freesync has retired in... Where is he? He's crashed. Freesync's crashed on the safety car.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh, that's through turn 4. Yeah, that's easy to do even under safety car, to be honest. Oh no!
Erez
has crashed. I literally just switched to Erez. Oh, I literally just went on board with Erez and saw him. Looked like he hit the wall, but I think he might have crashed. I literally just saw his wheel fly off, and then right. Let's jump on board here. Nah, it looks like I think Erez might have actually hit the wall as well. I just saw his wheel flying off. I'm not sure if he actually hit him. Hit Freesync or not.
It's soft tyres, you know. I think it's the wrong call to make. I think it needs to be.
I mean, it's still raining to be fair.
Out.
So Johnny's
not being disabled, I don't believe, has it?
No, not yet.
It has been unsafety car, so we don't know.
Yeah.
That's the question. We don't know. Al-Jadifa's definitely sticking with his soft tyres. So is Avi and Johnny Stokes.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think it's worth pitting again. I mean, everyone's still got to catch. Look how far they are behind. When you get to Moyland, Al-Jadifa are quite far back. McDutch face, I think.
Done a blinder though.
Yeah, Moyland's done well, and he's on his intermediates. And if Avi and Johnny Stokes, I mean, this is looking like a bad call. We could see Moyland on the podium. I mean, he does, however, have a penalty.
It's very hard to tell because I said at the moment they're all on the Delta.
It's looking really wet though. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And
although,
the numbers,
look at the weaving. Look at the weaving compared to the people on the softs compared to the people that are on the inters. Like Johnny is being very careful in comparison.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, Avi's been a bit more aggressive. But
look at numbers. Likewise, I said you've got 4 drivers of pit softs.
Yeah.
You've got the rest of the pack. The other 8 doing inters. So your money's got to be on intermediate, surely. And there is spray. There's definite spray coming up.
Yeah, it's still raining as well.
Although I've got to say, Codemasters, man, the spray looks very pixelated. Come on, you could do better.
It's quite poor, isn't it? It's quite poor. I still think there's going to be another lap behind the safety car as well, which is another lap of rain. So.
It's very poor, actually. It's starting to annoy me how poor the graphics looks on this. It does look like this game should be bought like in 1990. That you could literally count pixels on the spray. What is going on? Come on, Cody's.
They focus too much on like the cars, haven't they? Yeah, the cars and the driving, and I mean, even though the spray is kind of part of it, they've haven't focused enough on it really.
If Johnny was in 2 minds of going to the pits, it looked like he was thinking about it, but staying out, so he's got to kind of pick his bed and lie in it. The only person that can really change their mind is Max, because look how far he is away from the pack.
Yeah. Yeah, Max could. Is there any of these guys going to? No, they're all happy. Max he's only just put him on though. So you're gonna want to. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, this could change his mind. He's lost it just before the pits. This could change his mind. Is he coming in? No. He's staying out. Oh, I thought he was about. But he just spun out on the second last corner. He's still staying out. Fair play to him. Guy's got some balls.
Yeah, I think that would change my mind, to be honest.
That would change my. Well, I mean, yeah, definitely.
And it doesn't look like it's bright enough. If it had stopped raining when I spun, then okay, I would go, it's going to dry up. But the fact it's still raining, and I'm on softs,
I think these softs are going to lose so much time in comparison to the intermediates that even if the track comes back to them, there's not going to be any time to get that back. We'll see. They could. I mean, it could be deceiving, but it's looking pretty wet to me. But then Moylan went out on a set of softs in qualifying when it was maybe similar to this, maybe a bit worse than this. No, a bit better than this, maybe.
Yeah, it's a hard call to make, but I think I've got to say, I think the Inter's got it. Definitely for me.
Yeah, well, you can see the wetness actually on the. If you look at on the soft tyres, you can see like the wet rim, the wet like outside line of the tyres.
Yeah, they're very, very shiny.
So safety car is in this lap. Scotty's done fantastic to get back up into second. Chubb actually hasn't. I'm not even going to say anything yet. I'm not going to curse nobody because I'm not that I'm not that guy.
Oh, Avi spun. So we got soft tyres again.
Soft tyres, and he's lost his front left end plate there.
There's got to be a pit for Inter, surely.
So here we go. Rob's not gone yet. Chubb has not gone yet, and he's going. He's still weaving. He's going now, by the looks of things. That was, I mean, not ideal. Didn't have much of a time. Oh, look here, Moylan already. Yeah, already jumping Johnny. Oh, I'll tell you what though, Johnny's so fast down that blooming straight. Moylan's going to get him on the break surely. And Johnny is just hung out to dry here. Look how wide he's gone there. Couldn't do anything. Johnny's and then McDutchface has got him as well. So Moylan up to third, McDutchface up to fourth. Neles has got him as well. Johnny dropping like a ton of bricks now. Oh, and there's a bit of connection there from James and Johnny.
Look at that.
And Johnny, look, yeah, he's struggling so bad. Struggling so bad there. And now Al-Jadifa's behind him, and Al-Jadifa's on softs as well. And Lewis Williams is probably going to be looking at these two, licking his lips.
There you go, look at that. You can see the line they're taking.
Yeah.
All Lewis has got to do is wait. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Out the inside. Oh, a little bit of a connection. And then Rob's just like, cheers, mate. They have no grip whatsoever. Johnny is about to lose out.
That's all they've got to do. So watch Lewis now. Go on board with Lewis, and then you can see. All he's got to do is wait for Johnny to make his break-in moment. So here we go. Let's have a look. This not yet. Okay. So I'll sit down a bit more. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. But watch. He'll just make.
Look at the grip difference, the traction that they have over Johnny here. Is he going to go up the inside? He can go for the late break.
And there you go, straight through.
Oh.
Defends it nicely, Johnny.
Yeah.
But he can't get the grip.
Yeah, no, he's got the grip. Can't. And I'm assuming Lewis is going to ride around the outside, get the traction, and the thing is, he might want to pit. Is he going to pit? He's not pitting.
No, he's not. He's sticking to his guns.
He's sticking to his guns, and I'm expecting Rob's traction. Look at the traction difference there. I'm expecting Rob just to catch right up to the back of him. Rapid. It's so fast in a straight line, but here we go, coming out of turn one now, I'm expecting the traction to be so different that it won't even matter now. Look at the traction Rob's got. Yeah,
it's basically stopped.
But that actually put Rob off enough now. He won't have the speed to get him down into turn two. I mean, he could brake a lot later.
I don't think
I think Johnny's going to go so wide. Look at the traction difference again. It's just, I mean, Robbie's been very, very nice to Johnny here, to be fair. A lot of other people would have kind of bustled themselves through.
Oh yeah, myself included in that one. I think I would have just put my nose in and gone, look, it's my line, mate.
But Rob's been very nice. But I think
you've
Johnny has nothing.
Back. Expected Johnny to go a bit wider.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's car's too quick in a straight line to try a switchback, to be honest. Oh, well, I mean, he could get it done with the traction difference, but I mean, his car's so quick in a straight line, as soon as he gets up to speed, he's just romping away. And I think that's what Johnny was kind of going for. I think he thought, like, you know what, I'm quite hard to overtake, I've got a lot of speed, but he's just got no traction whatsoever. He's already 2.3 behind Lewis, and it's been, what, a lap?
Yeah, this isn't helping.
Oh no, and Moylan's got Scotty. They're battling out again, and Scotty's coming up the inside now, trying to get Moylan back. And here they go, they're side by side. Now it's a straight, a little bit of a touch. Moylan's car's looking pretty quick, but Scotty zips in behind. He's got the slipstream looking up the inside. Has he got enough? Moylan gives him plenty of space there, and don't think he's still not quite enough here. About to see it come into shot. Yeah, not enough there. So Moylan is on the charge now. So after everything that's happened in this race so far, Moylan again making his way up here, fighting it out for the race win, might I add. I mean, he's going to have a lot to try and get 3 seconds over Chubb and Scotty, and even McDutchface, really. I mean, Moylan's going to do all this hard work and could jump down again. Yeah, so Rob got Johnny. Yeah, Avi.
That's not the right option.
And Woomax.
Avi's going to get him.
Yeah,
Woomax is putting on into it as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of over, I think, for these soft runners. They had to go. I don't know why they put on softs. I think it could be down to a game error or them themselves making the mistake.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
We won't never know.
I mean. Oh, and he's going wide there, real wide, Johnny. The problem for Johnny is, like, currently, right, he's sitting 9th. So he's thinking, okay, it's still a couple points. Al Jadifa's going to get overtaken by Avi, and then you are looking at a massive gap to Johnny, but the time comparison is so different. I mean 20 seconds is 20 seconds, but I mean in these conditions, on these tyres, it could happen. Yeah. So Moylan now and Chubb.
Definitely happen.
I'll tell you what, Moylan might actually pick up a podium here. If they keep pulling away, it's mainly about McDutchface. That's the biggest issue currently. I think he's currently safe. He's currently safe. Yeah, he's currently safe for McDutchface. But I mean, Moylan looking very, very good on these intermediate. And I tell you what, if he can get Chubb like this lap, he might be able to pull the gap. He might be able to get.
It'll be the comeback of a season.
It would be insane. But he's looking very, very comfortable at the moment on these intermediate tyres. And we saw in his qualifying how decent he seemed in the wet as well. So let's see what he's got in his locker. Pushing him through turn 6 and 7. Scotty's waiting for something to happen. And McDutchface now under pressure from James Al. So James could be looking to get a good position here. Moylan, really a little bit snaky there, but yeah, I mean, Moylan is. I mean, he may as well just mount Chubb right now. Oh no, who's this? I think that's
Lewis
again. Oh, Lulu. Oh, Lulu.
Unfortunate, we could jump back on board with Moylan. No,
and Johnny's loving it. Johnny's thinking, "Hey."
Moylan's going alongside Chubb into the last corner. He can't get the
not
grip
quite.
down there, though.
And now look at Scotty. Scotty is thinking, "Oh, I'm on here, boys." Scotty's sniffing out the first position now, but who's got the quickest car in the straight line? That's what's going to make the difference down here. Chubb's going defensive. Moylan keeps with the slipstream, and has he got late braking up the inside? Rides that curb. Does he get a good enough exit? Not quite. And Chubb defends his honour, but it's close. It's so close here.
He was a bit too late there on his overtake. If he whacked it a bit sooner.
Yeah. And Scotty's literally waiting here. These two are fighting it out, and it's costing them big time. But McDutchface has nothing. Can't keep up with him. He's doing alright, but just hasn't got the pace right now, and he's struggling. And James Owl is all over the back of him. Well, these guys are literally pushing each other through first, second, and third here. Obviously, Moylan with the disadvantage of that penalty as Lewis Williams get past back Johnny Stokes. I mean, Johnny's hanging in, to be fair, but the gap at 12 seconds. He's caught up 8 seconds in like 2 laps, Avi, to Johnny. But Johnny could still hang on and get that ninth.
I'm just conscious on this battle first. Look at this. Chubb, Moylan and Scotty.
Yeah, I want to keep the eye on the battle of James and McDutchface.
After his race today, he has
no. Moylan's done fantastic to get it back here, and if he keeps it close, I think he's probably been analysing Chubb the last lap, lapping a bit. He's been thinking, right, this is where I need to get a good exit. Moylan's car looks quite fast in a straight line as well, so if he's close enough out of here, the ERS might be enough to see him through. Look at this nice line here. He's going to get on the power a little bit earlier here. And he get a fantastic exit now. The slipstream, probably a bit of battery as well. Chubb has gone defensive as well. Moylan's just sticking to the outside, but here we go, round the outside. He's going to try and stick around the outside so he can get the inside line. Has he got the traction? Oh, no, a little bit of a slip. Little bit of a slip there.
Overtake again.
Yeah, he didn't quite get the traction he needed out of that turn 1 there. Lovely defender by Chubb, though. Made up his mind early, forced Moylan to make the outside, to go around the outside, but didn't quite work for him. Placed his car perfectly. I'll tell you what though, they need to get a bit of a move on. Well, I mean, mainly for Moylan, because McDutchface has clawed up a few tenths of a second now, and he's getting close. Yeah, he's getting close. I mean, he will be fighting with James Al though.
From Moylan's.
This is the last lap. Where's he thinking he might be able to do it? Can he do it anywhere? I mean, there is probably 1 or 2 more opportunities. There's down into 12 and then into 13, but it's very risky. It would be a bit of a late lunge if anything. Oh, it's Scotty! Oh, I thought he was about to meet the wall. So
fantastic race. It's come to an end now. It's about to come to an end. DRS has
here
been
we go.
enabled.
Enabled. Is that dry? Oh, Johnny Stokes has got back past Avi. Oh no, he doesn't. He was sorry.
No,
he was already in front of him. No, yeah, Avi's still catching up big time.
On the last lap, we left DRS. He needed it a lap earlier.
Yeah,
really.
He did. Here we go now. So they're crossing the line. Chubb comes to the inside for the win. Moylan there, and James Al jumps a McDutchface as well. Right across the line though. Oh, it was neck and neck, but then on the penalties, McDutchface got him. No, what a finish of the race that was from all of them really, from this whole top 5. James and McDutchface being pretty much neck and neck. James just pipping him, but then losing out on penalties. Nelly's coming across. We've got Rob crossing the line. Lewis is coming around the last corner. Yeah, Rob does beat Lewis. And I'll tell you what, Johnny Stokes... Oh no, he might be alright actually. So Lewis crosses the line. Johnny crosses the line. And then Avi... How many penalties? No, he doesn't quite do it.
Yeah,
3 seconds. And then Womack's here, quite a little bit back.
Rain has now stopped.
Yeah, now it's stopped on the last lap. This might be why people were keeping on the softs.
Yeah,
but,
possibly.
I mean, that's risky as anything. I mean, it didn't pay for Johnny. He ended up finishing 9th. But really well to keep 9th, to be fair. Well, I'll tell you what, 1 more lap and he would have lost out to Avi. So, Womack's here, crossing the line. And then we've got Al Jadifa, the real true hero, sticking to those soft tyres here. So, Hobo, who's your driver of the day?
You know what?
Mine's
Moylan's.
Yeah, mine's Moylan too. Just for the fact that, obviously, after that spin, pretty much at the back of the grid, wasn't really fighting his way through too much either, and then but made it stick.
Pit stops, the drive-through as well.
Yeah, it had the drive-through, and then some of his overtakes as well. Just before that last kind of safety car onto the intermediates, were really nice, making his way through the field. So, driver of the day goes to Moylan. Well done, my friend. Once you stop being a Mazepin, you might pull off a win.
That's fantastic. Great race from everyone there.
Actually, considering Hungary is a bit of a crappy one, with the DRS and everything, it was actually quite a good race.
I think obviously biggest loser. I think it's got to be Johnny Stokes. It could be.
Yeah.
You said, they thought there would be dry at the end of the race, which it was, but it was not enough.
Yeah, just not enough really, unfortunately. Fastest lap as well going to Chubb. So there we go, here's your top 10. We've got Chubb coming home with the win, Scott Harris in 2nd, 3rd place we've got Moylan, 4th place McDutchface, 5th place James Al, 6th place Nels B, 7th place Rob, 8th place Lewis Williams, 9th place Johnny Stokes, 10th place Avi. And then rounding off 11th and 12th, the last 2 finishes we have Womack and Al Jadifa. Obviously Erez, 3Sync, Hud Sojo, Bonesmart and Carl Frood all DNFing. To be fair, I'm surprised Erez lasted as long as he was. I mean, yeah, he got lucky the other 2 times, and then obviously, who did we catch resetting the track?
Nels B, wasn't it?
It might have been Nels, actually, yeah. But we caught a reset the track as well, which obviously is not allowed. But good race from everybody. So
yeah.
Thank you everyone for turning up. Decent turnout. Good racing as always, as it has been. I don't think I've seen a dull race so far. I mean, we still haven't done Monaco yet, so you know. There is still a time, obviously, but all the races we've had have been very, very good. So thank you everyone for the good racing.
Is normally known to be boring
a dud.
Hell.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for that. Yeah, no, I mean it's all quite consistent as well throughout the whole field. You know, like you've got, it's not just like there's 2 quick people and then there's like a few midfielders and all that stuff. It's like there's like I don't know 6-ish people, 7, 8, maybe 8 people who can contend for the win. Moylan's just coming in chat. Why do I say these things? Moylan.
Done well. Driver of the day from us.
Yeah, I mean, you only spun once, right? Was it once or twice?
Spun once, one drive-through.
Oh yeah, and then a drive-through, yeah. But you done well to come back. That's why you got a driver of the day.
Hats off to everyone that was involved there. Fantastic racing from everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for everyone for turning up tonight. Thank you, Hobo, for joining me in the comms box.
Thank you for inviting me.
We will be back obviously next week, where I think it's the Mexican Grand Prix if I'm not wrong. So Arriba! Love Mexico. It's probably my favourite track on the calendar, alongside Canada. So yeah, love Mexico. Look forward to seeing you all next week.
Thank you, Moreland, for your comment.
Yeah, thank you, Moreland, man. Like I said, we enjoy it. We actually love commentating more than racing, so we're happy to do it. VFL F1 League, reckon that James Owl would have been that top 3. Yeah, no, James Owl looked like he had a lot of pace. The spins really cost him there.
Who runs the VFL F1 League now? Because I've not seen that YouTube channel for ages.
Don't know. Is it still original? Was it ever original? It was original, wasn't it? Wasn't it original? No, that was Xbox,
Molly.
wasn't it? Oh, no, that was Xbox.
Yeah, but Molly owned all of it.
Oh, I don't know then.
That you, Molly?
That you, Molly? That you? But yeah, so nice to see some new faces in today. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you everybody for turning up and racing. Yeah, we will see you next week for the Mexican Grand Prix. That is Nevo and Hobo out. Bye.